bring him in alive.
What?
Armadillo, we can't bring him in alive.
Why's that?
If we take him in, the only thing he has to deal is us. Look, I don't like it, but this bastard has to go, Vic. Jail won't slow him down. You tried reasoning with him. I'm not going to lose my job so some kid-raping piece of shit can bargain down his sentence, make me his bunkmate.
Motherfucker, I'm a criminal. Ain't nobody giving me no fucking job.
How come you don't believe you so bad? How do I know, man? Right. Hey, my mom's over there. I'm gonna scream.
I'm gonna blow you away, Tip.
Hey, that's not real.
You've never seen anything so real.
You told Doberman you sold that hash, didn't you? I had to. I got busted last month. I never had a chance.
Kid who tells on another kid is a dick.
Jesus Christ, for God's sake, man. Fucking go away. Don't...
Goodbye, Narc.
I took you and a nobody. I showed you how the system works, the value of information, how to get it. And this is how you fucking pay me back, you cockroach. I gave you Darien. I gave you your manhood. I gave you everything. You've been one of the great ones, buddy. I look at you, and I see myself.
Yeah, buddies, it's the Ron and Fez show. I'm Ron, there's Fez.
Hiya, buddies.
And, of course, the world's biggest Donald Trump fan, Black Earl, is with us, as well as East Side Dave. Friday, Fez.
Made it to Friday.
I got some sleep last night, so you don't have to worry about Nutty Ron in here today like yesterday.
Well, that's good that you were finally able to get some sleep.
Fez calls me this morning. He goes like this, get some sleep, buddy? And I go, oh, yeah, I guess he must have had a bad day with me yesterday.
I was just wondering.
Hey, buddy, get some sleep so you stop taking that defect I called all beverages Coke so much to heart.
And you can't call, the night before. Are you sleeping? Just in case maybe you are.
The sleep thing, it comes and it goes. I know still have not worked it out yet.
I know. I saw some sleep aid commercial where they were saying most Americans have 2 to 3 nights a week of some sort of insomnia problem.
Well, they use that to sell the sleep pills. But my problem is if I take a sleep pill, I'll wake up in the morning and take 3 more. I just get in and I go, oh, that's the good feeling, and then that's what I stick with. Hey, Rick, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
What's up, buddies?
Nothing much. What's happening with you, pal?
Nah, I just wanted to call and say what's up to Black Earl with the pad data. Every time I have to call in, and he changes it as soon as somebody calls.
Is that what you?
Fucking right. It's not that hard.
Is that what you did today, Earl?
Well, you couldn't put all the characters in for the song, so I just shortened the title because I couldn't get all the full title onto the pad data.
You put the pad data up after I called.
And Earl,
I'm explaining what I did with the pad data. You call in every time to bitch about something, and I'm explaining it.
Earl, he wants the pad data up to snuff. What's the problem there?
It has the number and the show on it now.
If this really was Trump, you would have been voted out.
You're fired, Earl.
Earl, what's with you in the Trump obsession? Come on, brother, you got to move on. That's a couple years old now. Move on to the next thing. Be one of those guys that opens up the briefcase full of cash. Changes the pad data. Change the pad data right now. Ron wants Earl to move on.
That's too many characters.
I want the pad data changed constantly throughout the show, Earl. That's not too much to ask.
Even if it has nothing to do with what's being talked about.
What's the story with you, Brain Cloud? What's happening?
I'm just upset. He was like, you should tighten up the pad data. I'm like, I did the pad data as best as I could.
Get on the tighten up. You should open up today with Archie Bell and the Drells. Tighten up. That way you not only sing, you dance just as good as you want to. You know where they're from, right, Fez?
No.
Houston, Texas. Yeah, change that to Ron wants Earl to be Archie Bell and the Drells. That's where I want the pad data to be right now.
Right now it just says move on, Earl.
Yeah, that's dumb. That's crazy. That's yesterday's news. We're on to tighten up. We're going to tighten up, y'all. All right, Ron and Fez show. Yes, I did get sleep. I'm going to be normal today. Fez, if I was too aggressive in saying don't call all beverages Cokes, I apologize today.
I am just going to call them by their proper names from now on.
No, forget about it. That was me not getting enough sleep. You were a crazy southern hayseed, and I want you to enjoy the lifestyle you grew up in.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Why don't you take a cane pole, walk on down to the drainage ditch, try to catch yourself from dinner.
Are you sure you got plenty of sleep?
I got plenty of sleep last night. I must have got 5-6 hours. I'm just on top of the world this morning.
That's a very good feeling when you get that sleep. I like that Lunesta ad where the butterfly comes and lands on you.
That looks more like it's an ad for acid. That's the kind of stuff you see on acid, not Downs.
With that one, everyone just drifts off to sleep. They don't show anyone snoring or hanging out over their bed, That is just a peaceful, it looks like in a coffin sleep.
Yeah, show the way a real Downs freak is, and they're sleeping face first in their oatmeal. You just wake up in the morning laying at a pizza box that you had ordered pizza and didn't even remember.
These people in the commercial, they wake up with their hair already done. They're basically already ready for work.
Lunesta. What is it, a butterfly, a dragonfly?
I think it's a butterfly.
Or a fairy coming into your life?
Oh, maybe it's supposed to be a fairy. The sleep fairy.
That's Fez. The sleep fairy is here to bang your ass until you're not off.
Should be an interesting week next week in the country when the president of Iran says he is coming to speak to the UN delegation the same day that the president is.
I love the idea of this because finally in New York City we're going to feel safe from terrorists. We know they're not going to blow up anything with the Iranian president here. I feel like sticking to him, going everywhere in town with him.
Well, with a third of the axis of evil, we're going to know where people are at. So if anything bad happens, we will have him right where we want him.
Eric, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, Ron? Hey, what's going on, guys?
Yeah.
I actually feel for you on this one, Ron. I usually work 14 hours a day on 2.5 hours of sleep. And the only cure that I know that works is I'm watching my DVD player, and every time I'm watching Predator, within the first 15 minutes, I'm always out. And then the next day, when I actually want to get up and on the ball, my secret is just drink that Rockstar Energy juice and a Vibrant, and I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I got to be careful with the fake speed, too. This whole thing of, take a Red Bull. I'll have 2 Red Bulls, and then suddenly I'm calling a guy and I'm chopping fucking lines up. So to me, everything is a gateway.
My mother always did that. She always went to bed with the Excedrin PM and woke up with a no-dose.
She's really a white trash junkie. She's just a tacky, have-no-fun junkie. Lyle, you're on Ron and Fez. Go ahead, Lyle.
Oh, hey, I'm having trouble keeping up with this pad data. It's changing too fast.
Earl, slow the fucking pad data down. Put that up. Earl, slow down. And get ready with your next game show song to start the show. Hey, Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you doing, Ronnie?
Yeah.
It's a lunar moth on the Lunesta commercial.
So with Lunesta, sleep like a moth.
I didn't know moths sleep. I thought they only ate suits.
Well, I think they're around at nighttime. That's the gimmick of a moth.
Oh. Well, they always cling to the light and everything. They always, fly around a light bulb and stuff. They don't seem like the most restful of creatures
you got a good point there.
To use as your mascot. It seems like you want, a bear hibernating. Have a bear come climb in bed with you.
No one's going to feel comfortable about a bear.
You got to have some animal that...
Yeah, but you want to have an animal that's not going to kill you when you sleep.
Instead, they've got an animal that makes you want to run head first into the sun.
Why not just have a junkie who's got that crazy junkie walk that's 2 steps forward, 1 forward, or backward? You'll be walking like a junkie on Lunesta.
Make sure you have at least 8 hours to give to sleep.
Hey, if you need to cop like a junkie with Lunesta. You'll be as fucked up as any black man in Harlem with Lunesta.
Lunesta is just some homeless guy that they picked off the streets.
Sleep like an unemployed black man with Lunesta. You'll sleep on the front porch next to the refrigerator with Lunesta. Sleep like you don't care where your babies are tonight. It's Lunesta. Earl, you ought to hop on some of this stuff. Here's Al. Al, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, pal.
Hey, Ronnie. I was going to tell you about sleeping pills. They don't work for me. Not unless I take a bunch of booze behind them.
Yeah, that seems to be the problem, though. The booze behind them is the John Belushi, Jimi Hendrix, Jim Morrison. Sleep so well you don't wake up tomorrow. I gotta agree with them. Sleeping pills, a lot of times, instead of getting a good night's sleep, you just call old girlfriends and slur at them.
Drowsy pills.
Here is Jason. Jason, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, maybe Black Earl should be the mascot for Lunesta.
Earl, sleep while you're sitting at your job. With Lunesta.
Earl Nesta.
Sometimes I think that Earl just paints eyeballs on the outside of his eyelids and then sits there throughout the show, getting a long, deep sleep.
He might.
Earl, do you sleep well at night?
Not like I used to. No, not at all.
You probably toss and turn thinking that you're stealing money from XM and are going to get caught.
No, it's not definitely the last 3 weeks, I've not been sleeping well at all.
Well, that's the brain cloud, right?
Yeah, that's part of it. Every once in the last couple of nights, I'll just get up in the middle of the night. I'm completely aware, but it's 4 a.m. and then I'm like, okay, it's 4:15 in the morning. I should be sleeping. And
why don't you go out doing what you normally do? Steal some car radios when you're up that time of night.
That's got to tire you out.
Kelly, you're on Ron and Fez.
This pad data is putting me to sleep.
All right, easy with the pad data. Make the pad data seem a little more excited. Justin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Buddies.
Yeah.
Black Girl, the pad data's too slow. What's going on here,
Motherfucker, Earl, come on. Get it just right. What did it say right now, Fez?
Sleep pills. Not even sleeping pills. Sleep pills.
That's crazy. Get that off there. Just say, put up their pad data out of order. And that's your only way of getting through. Kevin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey there, Ronnie.
Hey, buddy.
Earl doesn't seem to understand your XM technology. Us folks out here with Enos have got to have that pad data so we can cut out all the breaks to save our Ron and Fez show.
Absolutely, Earl.
There's a brand new sleep aid with no side effects.
What's that?
Comes in a bottle. They call it Febreze.
Thank you very much. Earl takes one whiff of Febreze, and then lays down in the doorway.
It's the best smelling of all the sleep remedies. All right, now Pad Data just says out of order in all caps.
That's crazy, Earl. Get that off of there.
You're going to piss Wiki off at you again, Earl.
Like when you fucked up his little anniversary gift for us. Have you talked to him since then, Earl?
No, I haven't.
You low-laying motherfucker. That's your boss. And you have been laying low since you screwed up his anniversary present to us.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the right time. I'm going to do it today.
You're waiting for him to forget.
No, I'm not going to wait.
Now I feel like calling him and reminding him.
He's waiting for the second anniversary.
No.
Earl, how do you live looking over your shoulder as much as you do?
It actually keeps me alive.
You got your fucking head on a swivel. You live your life like an antelope.
Keeps my heart beating.
Looking out for lions at all time.
It's just something that keeps me going.
All day. All day you're moving. Moving like a fucking fish in the ocean. No idea. All he knows is anytime he stops, he's as good as dead. He's got to keep darting back and forth.
He goes through life like bait.
Like a deer.
Deer is bait?
I don't know where he came up with that.
Tim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yes, sir.
Yes, what can we do for you?
Yes, no, this is Tim from Walkerton. The only way I can do it is if I crush the pills up and snort them off my boyfriend's ass.
Whatever turns you kids on. Have a great short life. Doug, you're on Ron and Fez.
Sleep as good as Opie on a bag of money. Lunesta.
Just a big mattress full of hundreds.
All fluffed up, the crisp ones.
No, he used the pillow is just a giant brick of gold that he lays his head down on at night. Here's Scott. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you doing, boys?
Yeah.
Listen, Fezzy, I just heard on the news today that your medicated coated stint be causing you more harm than good.
Yeah, you've seen those articles, right, Fez?
Yeah, I got one printed out that I'm going to take to my doctor for my next cardiology examination.
God willing.
Yeah. So
you last that long.
So they said, like, the regular stents are better than the medicated stents that I got.
What kind do you have?
I got a medicated stent.
What a fucking stupid thing that was to do. Why didn't you just get a regular one?
Well, I didn't know what they were putting in me. I was out of it. I was all nested up on the table.
They asked you what kind of stent you want.
They did?
Yes, I was sitting right there with you.
Well, I don't remember any of that. All I remember is trying to scrawl my name on some sort of release form if I die.
That was a check that I laid out for you. Oh, there's O&A's friend. Pope triggers Muslims' outrage. Arab leaders criticize Pope for Islam comments. And then they had that bum from New York. What the hell's his name?
Donahue?
Yeah, Donahue from the Catholic League, who just came back and said, fuck all the Arabs. Make 2 steps towards the Pope and I'll kill all you bastards.
Yeah,
I don't know what he said. He's got the sound down. I'm just trying to feed some of this in.
I'm not sure what the Pope said, but I think it was something about Muhammad using the sword against all unbelievers. So saying something like Islam is a religion based on war.
Who said that, the Pope?
I think that was the Pope. I think that's what he said.
We haven't heard from the Pope in a year, and now he's going to start this shit. Just put on your big party hat and be quiet. We're trying to work things out right now. Look at that crazy bastard. Everybody misses the old sick Pope.
Yeah, the old hunched-over hoe. Everyone had a soft spot in their heart for that Pope.
Sure, the guy was shaped like a question mark, and he came out every day and tried to help out.
This is scary fangtooth Pope.
He actually said, quote, show me just what Muhammad brought that was new, and there you will find things only evil and inhuman. So...
You feel the need to interrupt the fucking show with your readings?
No, but that was the actual quote.
You see me and Fezzy, you're talking right now, though?
I thought you would want the quote.
Well, you would come in, you would fucking go, hey, can I step in? I got something. Whenever you get this big fucking feeling, I'll just jump in. It's my show, too.
Yeah.
Remind yourself you're a temp.
Okay.
Earl, put up on the pad data. Dave is just a temp.
Yeah, take down Pope comments.
Yeah, that's crazy. Put up Dave as a recent Harry. I don't like the way the pad data is going anymore. So, Catholic versus Islam war?
Yeah, that's what we're looking at here.
Good. Finally.
In your main event.
The big two. Let's get this thing over with. Look at it. Look at the Pope. He's a tiny guy, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's very little.
Look at Donio. He's got both... He's rolling up his sleeves right now with some Pakistani guy on TV. I will beat your fucking ass.
Donahue looks a little made up there.
Yeah, well, you know, you're on TV. Look at the Islamic guy. He looks like he's wearing a death mask. He doesn't blink. The Islamic guy's scaring the shit out of me.
He's very serious.
Enough with the sleeping pills. I don't want to look up and see a fucking 100 calls about sleeping pills, Dave. I'd rather you come in interrupting us with crazy talk. All right, Dennis wants to help out. Dennis, you're on Ron and Fez.
Buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually wasn't what the quote... The Pope was actually quoting a Catholic historian from like 150 years ago, so he wasn't saying it, and there was a context.
Why would he bring it up?
No, that is a good question. I'm not saying they're trying to, you know, say that he didn't mean anything bad. I'm not sure under what context he would probably. That's like saying, "Yeah, I heard that your wife's a big fat pig." Not that I would ever say that.
Right, exactly.
You got it, buddy.
All right, peace out.
He said, "I heard something funny the other day," and then brought up that quote.
This could be great. We could get rid of all the Catholics and all the Muslims in one pool. Now we got to get rid of the Christians, the Jews, and we're on our way to a nice, comfortable lifestyle. Put this millennium together right.
That'll be the undercard, Christians versus Jews.
It's the first time the Jews ever fought on an undercard in their life. Here's Bob. Bob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, I want to know who you got, Catholics, Muslims, in a bar fight.
Well, the main thing with Catholics, they normally headbutt a lot. But the problem is you headbutt a Muslim, he blows both of you up. These guys are wearing a stick of dynamite on their forehead.
If it's a bar fight, the Catholics are going to be drinking, the Muslims aren't. So I don't know how that's going to affect the fight. Could be an advantage to the Catholics.
Drinking makes you fight better?
Well, it's going to make you feel less pain. It's going to probably make you in an angrier mood.
Sure, because most of the time when you go into a boxing match, they tell you to stay good and drunk. Here's Jeff. Jeff, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, Jeff from Buchanan. My girlfriend and I, she likes to poop on the glass table, and I like to watch. She said Pope, or poop, right? Or Pope.
Real witty stuff, Jeff.
Huh?
Must be killing down there in Buchanan.
Oh, Buchanan is great. Little hick town.
What state is that in?
That's in Michigan.
Do yourself a favor. Get rid of the table and let her just drop one right on your face.
Thanks, Ron.
Okay.
Bye.
It'll remind you of dear old mom. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Fez, I feel like I got enough sleep, but no one else did.
That's how I feel, especially with the Buchanan calls coming in. Seems like that.
Brian, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How are you, pal?
Hey, I was wondering, did Black Girl lose sleep last night because the Blacks lost on Survivor?
The Blacks lost. I did not watch the new Survivor, Fez. I have it TiVo'd, but I feel like I'm missing something.
Yeah, I watched the new Survivor Cook Islands last night in the premiere. It was divided into 4 tribes.
Well, first of all, don't bother calling it Cook Islands. Call it what everybody else is calling it, Racist Survivor. You got the Blacks. What do you got? The Beaners?
Yep.
Honkies?
Yep.
And who else?
Asians.
So right away the Blacks lose.
Yeah, the Blacks lost the first challenge. They had to send somebody home last night. They're down by 1.
I got some clips from this. I guess this is the tribes talking to each other, Fez.
Dago Wab, Guinea, garlic bread, pizza slinging, spaghetti bending, Victor Mon, Perry Como, Luciano Pavarotti, solo meal non-singer motherfucker.
You gold teeth, gold chain wearing, fried chicken and biscuit eating, monkey ate baboon, big thigh, fast running, high jumping, spear chucking, 360-degree basketball dunking, titsoon, spade, mullignan.
You little slanty-eyed, me no speaky American, own every fruit and vegetable stand in New York, bullshit Reverend Sun Young Moon, Summer Olympic 88 Korean kickboxing Sabaran bitch.
You Goya bean eating, 15 in a car, 30 in an apartment, pointy shoes, red wearing, menudo, meter, Puerto Rican cocksucker. Yeah, you.
Chocolate egg cream drinking, bagel and deluxe, banana for this Jew, asshole.
So, Earl, did you watch last night? Did you feel bad when the Blacks lost right away?
Oh, I felt horrible in that there's a disunity there. There's already some infighting and just a lot of... It really lived up to the stereotypes in a lot of ways.
Already they're being racist with each other?
Not against tribe, but inside their own tribe. Like the Asian tribe, there's a Vietnamese guy who won't quit doing Asian jokes, since all the Asians are together. I thought one of the interesting things is when the thing started, all the tribes got a chance to grab stuff off of a boat, and the white tribe ended up with the most stuff, and in fact double the chickens that the Asian tribe had.
I don't find that interesting at all. It doesn't seem to me to be the social experience. It's just like if you, have a sport and the first guy up the back gets a hit and you're like, white guys hit all the time. It just doesn't even make sense to think this shows itself. Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
I tell you, we don't have to stereotype them. They've been stereotyping themselves the whole show. At the end of the show, when the black tribe lost, and they had to send somebody to Exile Island. It didn't even happen to them, but they sent the guy off who stole the chicken. They were upset that somebody else stole the chicken, even though it didn't affect them. They were just ticked off that they didn't get the chicken.
Yeah, the white guy that stole the chicken, he had to go to Exile Island.
All right, maybe it's because I haven't heard this at all, but none of it makes sense. Stealing chickens. How's this a fucking show? I'm trying to get into it. Jerry, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I heard the Blacks lost last night because they didn't show up on time.
See, this is what I worry about. I don't think it's a social experience. I just think it gives you a chance to set this up.
Dago Wab, Guinea, garlic bread, pizza slinger, spaghetti bending, Victimone, Pericomo, Luciano Pavarotti, solo meal, non-singer motherfucker.
Greg, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie and Fez.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to see my name on the pad data.
All right, get Greg's name up there. Where are you from, Greg?
Wisconsin.
Greg from Wisconsin, you just made it. If you want to see your name on pad data, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. Hey, Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, I like how they do the editing. Right away, they build up to the racist. They show the black guy laying down sleeping when everybody's working.
Yeah.
There was a lazy black guy in his tribe.
So everything comes across racist now, huh?
Yeah, because you're looking for it. If it was everybody together, I think you would just say, oh, there's a lazy guy in a raft.
You liar. I know you. You act like you and I don't talk when you're off the air. You're such a liar. He acts like he doesn't see color. He brings it up every chance he gets. Jonathan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, it's Jonathan from WJFK. Do you remember me?
Hey, buddy, how are you? Sure. Who can forget a free cigar?
Yeah, I'm doing great. You guys sound fantastic.
Yeah, we do, don't we?
You really do. I don't have XM yet, but after listening today, I'm definitely thinking about picking it up because I can get you guys. I'm heading down to Virginia Beach right now, and I'm listening from D.C. It doesn't fade out. It's fantastic. You guys are fucking hilarious. Can I say that?
Yeah, you can. Isn't it exciting? Now, you still at JFK?
Yeah, still at JFK. Julie Foreman says hello.
Would you send our regards back to her?
I certainly will, and you guys sound great. Keep it going.
All right, take care.
All right.
866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Fez, didn't you once have a non-sexual date with Julie Foreman?
Yes, we went to the movies and dinner together.
Yeah, when she became single, she tried to do the gimmick where she got a gay friend. And Fez tried it once and go, I can't do this for you. I can't be a girlfriend.
Yeah, we tried even some shopping in between the dinner and movie and stuff.
It was just too much for you?
Yeah, it was just a lot to take in. It was a lot of responsibility, I thought.
I don't think you have the energy to be completely gay.
Well, yeah, I mean, because it's fine meals and always going out. It's too much.
You like staying in.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
And watching TV by yourself.
Right, and that just doesn't fall into the stereotype.
Speaking of TV, what is this Studio 60 at Sunset? What's it called?
Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip.
Now, it starts Monday night?
Yeah, I think so, on NBC.
I have seen the first episode because you can watch it on American Online.
Really?
AOL They go, you can watch the first episode here. I click on and just sit and watch it like it was a TV show. It's very bizarre.
Now, why would they do that?
I think you got to grab people so fast now that within a week or two, you have to have a hit show. You have to have people talking about you, or you're out the door.
Oh, right. Yesterday mentioning Katie Couric, fell to third, and they're already talking about, are we going to tweak this show or not? So, yeah, there is a panic mode there.
Well, yeah, TV, you gotta get on it fast, or that's the end of it. Now, I thought the opening show, what's the guy's name who does this? Alan Sorkin or something?
Yeah.
Is that the
Aaron
right?
Sorkin.
Aaron Sorkin, thank you. He has a show, it's going to be just like Lorne Michaels' show about, what it's like to work on Saturday Night Live. Lorne Michaels should have gotten out of the gate first. This show is going to probably be a hit, Fez. At least it seems like a smart, decent show, which we don't have many of those on anymore.
I'll check it out Monday night.
Jimmy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's happening, buddies? I'm willing to send Ron a box of cigars if I can get my name on the pad data.
Where are you from, bud?
Rising Sun.
Is that Maryland?
It sure as hell is.
Jimmy from Rising Sun, put him up on pad data.
It's already loaded.
That's fantastic. What kind of cigars you want, Ron?
I'm going to put you on hold, and Dave's going to go through a catalog and pick out the most expensive. Here's Ryan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to know how are the blacks going to have any chance in this thing if there's a swimming challenge? What are they going to do there?
That is going to be a problem, Earl. Not many blacks swim, right?
No, not at all.
What is that about?
We just like being on land, I guess. We don't like the water.
When there's a swimming challenge comes up, all the other races should have to swim, and the blacks will just end up staying on land and running past the fire plug.
Now, with last night's challenge, there was some boating to it, some rowing your canoe, but no actual swimming in the challenge.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think they wanted to keep swimming out of the very first challenge.
Actually, I was being sarcastic when I said interesting. I can't seem to catch on to this show.
Yeah, there's a lot going on with it, and you could already see the schisms within the group as far like the Asian group. One of the guys had a headache, and one of the guys used the old Asian remedy.
Oh, jeez.
And
it's called an aspirin. We don't need to worry about old remedies anymore.
Some acupressure.
Adam, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, I just wanted to know if sometimes you feel like you're the leader of a tribe on Survivor and nobody's wanting to help you.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm running the retarded tribe. That's where I feel like they took 4 retards and put them on an island together.
They would have any sort of strength advantage.
I am getting some big help today because Sheepy is coming in to help out with this show, and that's always exciting. There goes the Sheepy horn. BCH, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. So what do you think? The blacks are going to be sending the light-skinned one home tonight?
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work out. I don't know whether they divide it. Earl, where are you? Do you always like dark-skinned blacks over light-skinned blacks?
I've always preferred darker skin.
Yeah, because you have that?
Yeah. Well, I'm not as dark as everyone says I am. I'm dark.
Earl, all I can see, and I'm not making this up, with the reflection now, since we've gotten the new fucking crazy light system, all I can see is teeth.
I guess I am that dark. I gotta find.
And your teeth are so white, they're light blue at this point. You look fantastic.
I gotta find pictures of me because when I was really light skinned, I had my mother's complexion. I was almost like a caramel color.
Bullshit.
How delicious.
Bullshit. You're as black as soot.
Yeah, but I'll definitely dig up some pictures where I was when I had hair and when I had a lighter complexion.
You're just going to bring in some pictures of Lisa Bonet and try and pass them off as you.
Bring them in if you have them, Earl.
I might have a few suggestive photos of her, yeah.
Dre, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Yeah.
This is your black correspondent, Dre, from the Bay, man. We talked last time, and Earl has never been light-skinned, so he needs to stop pretending Earl has never been light-skinned. But I wanted to offer, I'm going to send Fez one of my CDs. I'm a rapper. I'm going to send Fez one of my CDs, put my lucrative promo MySpace up on the pad data.
All right, what is your MySpace?
It's lucrative promo.
Lucrative promo, and Fez gets a free rap CD out of this.
Yeah,
great.
He's going to love it.
Yeah.
He's going to love it.
All right, Dre.
All right.
All right, man.
See ya. I don't know, if I was breaking into the rap business, the name Dre doesn't help you out. It's like going, oh yeah, my name is Beatles, so I'm putting out a new album soon. Let me go to Roger here. Roger, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I want my name on the pad data.
What do you got?
Roger from Marlton.
No, I mean, what do you got for us? You know, first we were throwing up free names on pad data, but we're getting cigars, CDs. This is perfect.
Yeah, we're padding ourselves with the pad data.
Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time till this black survivor team starts shooting each other over bad drug deals, so they may not make the swimming.
Earl, I don't like to see black on black crime. What I'd rather see is white on black crime, and it's just so rare. Just doesn't happen unless government is involved. Or the police. Jay, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, man, how the hell can you guys consider this racist? I mean, what's the difference between this and the Olympics?
All right, hold on.
It seems like, racist would be 10 white guys in a tribe voting off one black guy.
Wait a minute, you don't consider this racist?
Gold teeth, gold chain wearing, fried chicken and biscuit eating monkey ate.
You little slanty-eyed, meano-speaking American, own every fruit and vegetable.
You Goya bean eating, 15 in a car, 30 in an apartment, pointy shoes, red wearing, menudo, meter, Puerto Rican cocksucker.
Chocolate, egg cream drinking, bagel and lox, benet for this Jew, asshole.
See, I consider that racist, Fez.
Yeah, I thought it was a great first episode.
And the difference...
I must have missed that part.
The Olympics are different because that's countries. We don't divide the races up in the Olympics. Caucasians have 18 medals. That's not going to happen that way. Here's Earl is a dick. You're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I was just calling to get my name on the pad data.
Get his name up there, Earl. His name is Earl is a dick. Get him up on it.
Name's ISADICK.
Peace out. Look, here he comes now. He's coming in. It's our own Sheepy. Sheepy's here. Sheepy, good news, too. We got free lunch today.
That's right. We got lunch from Ashley Olsen. She sent it over to us.
Who did? Start over, Fezzy. You got it.
Yeah, we got lunch from Ashley Olsen. She sent lunch for us from Witchcraft on Greenwich Street here in New York City.
What'd Mary Kate send?
You know who owns Witchcraft, Dave? That's that chef that you like from America's Top Chef.
Oh, that's Steven's joint?
No, Tom, whatever his name is.
Tom Caliglio.
Tom Caliglio, yeah. It's like fast food, but gourmet fast food.
Oh, cool.
What's up with you, Sheepy?
No, stuff. I got stuff.
What kind of stuff? What are you talking about?
Tonight I'm going to a comedy show.
All right.
I'm going to go see the Comedians of Comedy. You ever hear them?
Yeah.
They're playing tonight at Urban Plaza.
So you're all excited about that?
Yeah, because David Cross is going to be. I'm really big into David Cross.
Now, when did he become part of the Comedians of Comedy?
They're just all friends, and I guess someone dropped out, and he decided, and they asked him to fill in, and he just showed up. And
who are you going with?
No, but I bought 2 tickets, and I couldn't find anyone.
You don't have a friend tonight?
Well, there's people I know are going to be Pooter Toot and FB Boobs. They're going to.
How's FB and Pooter doing? I haven't seen them since they got married.
They're living it up, married style.
Yeah, they loving it.
They seem to be.
Yeah. Well, maybe they'll adopt you. Why don't you get FB to find a little crazy friend for you? A little sick, twisted friend.
I asked a lot of people. I tried to find people who wanted to go, but tickets are good price, so if I don't find anyone, I'm not...
We got to get you a woman, bro. That's what we got to do.
For Sheepy.
That's what we're looking for. When's the last time you had a girl in your life? I mean, this is fucked up. You got the extra ticket to the big show, the big Comedians of Comedy show. We got to get you a woman. This song's perfect for you.
What is this?
Little Runt.
Leroy boy, is that you? I thought your post-hanging days were through. Sunken eyes and full of sighs. Tell no lies. You get wise. I tell you now we're gonna pull you through. There's only one thing
That's what I'm talking about, Sheepy.
I see.
It's time for you to get a woman on your hip. How old are you now?
22.
All right, you need a steady chick.
Well, how about one that's sorta on the side?
On what side? You're walking around with an extra ticket like a fucking idiot. That's no way to go through life.
You can only see someone on the side if you're already seeing someone.
Yeah. You're playing third wheeled right now to a newlywed couple. And as a matter of fact, don't bother them tonight. This is their night.
A romantic comedy show.
I got them to come.
I know, but then they don't want to be sitting there having a wonderful night looking over you with your extra fucking ticket.
I'm just going to be holding it with tears in my eyes.
What is you got standing room only tickets?
Yeah, the Urban Plaza thing.
Yeah, nothing like comedy when you're standing up.
No, that's the point of the thing, that they make it, instead of like a comedy club with like drink minimum and stuff, they make it like a rock show. So it's hip.
Yeah, nothing. It's hip not to sit down. I love not being comfortable. Here's Ashley Olsen. How you doing, Ashley? Thanks for the food.
No problem, guys. Happy anniversary.
By the way, would you like to go to a comedy show tonight? The Comedians of Comedy?
I would love to.
And let me tell you something. She's fucking twisted. She went out with Billy Staples.
Billy was fun.
It went that well, huh, Ash?
Oh, yeah. It involved a lot of Jaeger. It was great.
Didn't you guys have a hotel room, but then you wouldn't put out, he said?
Yeah, it had mirrored ceilings and everything.
Yeah, he had gotten whatever the hell it was. He gets this room, and he thinks it's the end of the night, and she's like, no, Billy, lay on your own side. I thought you were going to intern for us. Earl told us, no, we never heard from you again.
All right. Do you really want to know the story behind that one?
Not really. No, not if it's long.
It's not long.
Yeah.
Earl sent the interview information to my personal email instead of my email that I have on my resume. My personal email gets checked once a week. My professional email gets checked daily. So,
Earl, what happens with you?
I responded to the email she sent me.
Why wouldn't you just call her on the phone?
No, because there were forms that had to be sent to her, which I did. And
all right, when you didn't hear from her, why didn't you pick up the phone and call her?
I did call her.
No, you didn't.
Then why isn't she interning?
I called her back. I gave her all the information, where to show up for the interview. I was like, hey, we're ready to interview you.
Ashley, according to Earl, you're here right now and getting us water.
I'd love to be there right now and getting you guys water.
Earl, you know we've got a lightness of interns this semester too, right?
Yes.
Fix this.
I'm ready and willing, guys.
All right, I'm going to put you on hold. Yell at Earl.
Okay.
I mean, to be a good intern, you got to get ready to yell at Earl and Dave. Earl, today doesn't seem to be your day, brother.
No, I'm not firing on all cylinders at all.
What is happening?
It's just the end of, it's just like a weird month for me.
It's not the end of the month.
No, I mean,
what are you talking about?
This has been going.
You're right in the middle.
No, he always takes the last 2 weeks off.
No, just like a one. No, it's just like the last. The last like 30 days have just been completely crazy for me.
Then should you get paid? I'd like to take the last month away from you.
I mean, I'm trying to get it right. And
every time you use the word trying, it sounds like you need to be fired. I hate when people say I'm trying to do it. How difficult it is to call this girl back and get an intern in here.
I called her back. I emailed her back. She never responded.
And then she's sending us food and calling as a way of saying I'm still here.
She sent us lunch from Witchcraft, and she also sent us some Oktoberfest beers.
Nice.
Big box of that.
Ooh.
And she'll go out with Sheepy.
Well,
you want to be with a Sheepy?
I don't know, maybe.
I'll tell you, with her, though, you better be ready to close the deal. I don't know if you're up to that. She's a little more wild than you are. I don't know what base you're looking for.
Second. Go second.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something. Well, this girl's been round in second. That's the problem. Earl, pick up the phone with her. Talk to her. Don't leave her sitting there on hold.
Hey, Ronnie, Fez, I actually had sent my resume to Earl, and he sent me back an email. But unfortunately, he said that there's no positions available now. He'll send a resume to Washington.
All right, so you ended up working for O&A, right?
Right. Steve called me back and told me to come in for an interview.
All right, so they've got 85 interns, Earl. We don't have any.
No, he sent the resume for a job. For a job. And
turn around, job. Look at him. He's sitting here now interning, and he's not with us. Oh, you're a crazy bastard, Earl. You're out of your mind. Look who's on the phone with us. We haven't talked to her since she was a single lady. F me. How you doing, darling?
Hey, guys. What's going on?
Well, we got your little sheepy here with us.
I know.
We heard he's playing third wheel tonight on the honeymoon.
Their honeymoon was like 36 days. It's over. They had a 36-day honeymoon.
Is over.
What do you think they're doing? Adopting a sheep? That's not going to happen.
They
sheepy.
could.
He's our little sheepy.
Yeah, he is. You can practice breastfeeding with him until you're ready for your own.
That would be good because they're right there, so it wouldn't be an issue.
The wedding went great down in Florida?
Oh, yeah, we had a big Disney wedding. It was so much fun.
Did you get married in the park?
No, that's like $500,000.
Yeah, I heard it was some sick, twisted number, but like Cinderella comes by. Where did you get married?
We got married in the wedding pavilion. It's between the Grand Floridian and the Polynesian on the monorail.
They got married in Gatorland in Kissimmee, Florida, right outside of Disney.
When you get married in Disney, it doesn't seem like you're taking the marriage serious to me. It just seems like it's playtime.
Your veil shouldn't have mouse ears on it.
You're on the teacups. I thank you. It's just ridiculous.
Our marriage license was signed by Mickey Mouse. That's how
that's the problem.
With his big 3 fingers.
Exactly. But, Sheepy, I just wanted to say I have a really hot cousin. She's 19, but she's in Florida, so that doesn't help you out. But
send us pictures of her around the pool down there.
But I just wanted to say hi, guys. It's been a while. I'm going to stop by one of these days.
We'd love to see you. Sheepy, you'd hop on a plane for a hi cousin, wouldn't you? You're 22.
Really
you should be one.
I've never been on a plane before.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I've
never been I've never been west of Philadelphia. I've never been south of Maryland. I've never been on a plane.
Maryland.
Where did you grow up? The 1800s?
The fact that you're calling it Maryland.
All right, thanks, F.
All right, guys.
See you later.
See you tonight.
Sheepy. You're not presenting yourself as a man of the world for the ladies out there.
I'm worldly. I'm bringing back Mark Bolan.
Stop with the silly
tomorrow?
That stuff works with your silly friends.
You know what tomorrow is?
What's that?
The anniversary of his death.
Sheepy. This is a way to turn off women. What you're saying now, nerdy dumb talk, is something that you can do with your friends when you're all sitting around playing video games. Right now, you're on a pussy hunt. She brings up a cousin. All you got to do is hop on a plane to get to her.
She's 19. I'm 22.
Yeah, that never happens.
You're both legal.
What do you want? Somebody your exact age? You're not in kindergarten.
No, I just think it's weird if the girl's younger than my younger sister. It just seems weird.
Well, she's not your younger sister. Don't get worried about it.
It's just the whole mentality, like the way that they talk and everything. The younger people.
You're not going to be talking to her. You're going to have her on all fours and fucking driving home. The most you're going to have to say to her all night is, stop crying. You enjoyed it too. Stop it. Let's not make a big deal. Now I'm starting to feel bad. And call your mom. Try to get a ride home. I don't like dropping people off after I get my nut off. That's one thing that, I don't even want to get into that. Here's Mark. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how are you?
What can we do for you?
Well, I have an oldies band, 50s, 60s, and 70s rock and roll. And if you put our website up on your pad data, we'll come down and give you a free concert.
Oh, my God. 60s and 70s rock and roll?
50s, 60s, and 70s.
Oh,
God.
Couldn't decide.
Better. It's a whole nother decade better.
How much not to come down here and play for us?
How much not to come down there?
What's the name of your band?
Midlife Crisis.
Oh, God. What a... Hold on. What an embarrassment. Earl, would you just put up the wedding band name? Just put it up and tell them no thank you. We don't want to hear the group. It's a fucking bunch of old fat guys. And we're taking care of business. While their kids sit and cringe in the fucking corner. Here's Jack. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie. How you doing?
Yeah.
Sheepy, you've got to stop giggling like Michael Jackson, man. You're creeping us out.
Hold on. Michael Jackson gets a lot of chicks. Wait a minute, I was thinking of little boys. He gets a lot of little boys.
I'll hold back on the giggling, sorry.
You want to guffaw like a man.
Just a ha.
That's it, try it. Like
big belly laugh.
No, try it again. Just like you've heard something and you're really laughing like a man.
Like a laugh of kings?
Yeah, like a laugh of king. Yeah, go ahead. A little deeper, a little bass there. Now it sounds like you got the croup. You got a whooping cough. It's not a laugh at all. Sheepy's going to be with us today, and the thing about Sheepy, he invented the sheepy horn. Last time you came in, were the first folks at ronfez.net nice to you?
Everybody seemed to like me. Even there was whackbag people who were at
Is that right?
So I must be doing all right.
Yeah, you're the future right now. Future radio.
So you don't think you have to get a whackbag.com tattoo to win him over?
No.
What's on your mind right now? What are you thinking in the world, Sheep? You normally always have current events that's something that gets into your crawl. You feel like you got to get out there and expose on the radio. I swear he reminds me of a young Fez. A young, funnier Fez.
Well,
I don't see funnier.
When you guys already talked about Survivor, but I thought it would be funny to call it Survivor Helter Skelter Island.
All right, that's perfect.
And then I was doing for the black.
Wow, that bit didn't go over as much as we wanted.
No.
doing a little Manson joke for us all, are you, Sheepy?
Oh, everybody loves Helter Skelter.
With the Manson book?
Nah, just the song.
Oh, sure. Now, did you read the book, Helter Skelter?
No, I never did.
The premise that Manson had going is that blacks were going to kill white people and kind of become the ruling class, but they would then be too stupid to run things, so they would be forced to come to Manson to be their king. This was the fucking whacked out acid thoughts he was having.
Interesting. He gets to rule. He gets to take over without doing any of the killing.
The really interesting thing is how close he came. It was so close to pulling us off. And he would have gotten away with it, too, if not for you meddling kids. Daniel,
hey guys.
You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey
How are you?
If you guys can put something up for the pad date on me, I could send Fezzy and Dave some Notre Dame tickets to go to Notre Dame.
Fez, would you like to go to a Notre Dame game this year with you and Dave, hopping on a plane together? Be this year's version of the Elfish trip?
I think I'd rather take Sheepy with me, since he's never been on a plane before.
Me and Fez, buddy.
Seriously, would you take him out there, Fez, if you get these tickets?
Yeah, if I could get him out there.
What do you want on the pad date, Daniel?
Can you put up I'm a Robot?
All right, sure.
I know who that is.
Who is it?
It's he posts under Evetter.
Yeah.
And he also now he's under Pearl Necklace, and that's the crazy thing. There's
a man should never be under a pearl necklace. He should be getting one.
I'm a little hurt here. We had a great time, Fez, on Saturday. It was a very special day, and I thought we were doing the Notre Dame things.
Sheepy, could you turn around behind you and try to turn off some of these lights? I can't even see Dave now in that room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Earl's too dark and Dave's transparent, so light just doesn't work in that room at all.
There we go. Yeah, that's what we need. That's much better. Let's keep it like that. I don't know. See if you can put our lights back up, because now I feel like we're doing a night show, it looks all of a sudden. Nope. I get too much of a reflection again. Try some of them off.
You want me to bring me down a little?
No, you
dark
bright.
enough.
You bright. This room a little bit darker.
Holy crap. I just noticed.
But it's insane how hard it is for me to see Earl anymore. Ever since we got the mirrored ceiling. Thank you, Mars. Mars does such a good job, I wonder how he got here. It just doesn't seem like he belongs to work here with us.
One of these things is not like the other.
There's a perfect example. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
I could send you and Fezzy a copy of my rap CD in exchange for my website being on the pad data.
I don't know. White boy rap, I don't know if I'm... Let's hear you rap a little bit.
No.
Here's Joe. Joe, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, can we get the pad data to say the Ron and Sheepy show?
Sure we can. I'll be up there right away. 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. We're not like the other shows. We let you run the pad data.
People want to see my name in lights.
People dig you, Sheepy.
It's very adorable. It's hard to deny that.
You know what? That seems like that will work where the girls all kind of like you, but then you got to take it to the next level.
No, then they just treat me like a gay best friend.
Yeah, you're considered one of the girlfriends. You got to watch it with that. Because you know all the chicks. And all the chicks.
Like all the girls just... Yeah, all the chicks, they all talk to me. They're like, oh, Sheepy, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but none of them go, oh, Sheepy, he's so cute, I want to sleep with him. It's like, he's so cute, I want to mother him.
There's no sexual tension, Sheepy.
Do you ever attempt, Sheepy, to be with any of those ladies?
No, yeah. No.
Who? Well, who's somebody you've got on your eye? That you've got your eye on?
Why?
You're falling apart on me, brother.
I'm sorry, cause it's just in and out. Crushes.
Oh yeah, that's all I do too. I don't wait for them to have an orgasm.
It was more
in and out.
It was more like crushes and stuff. Like,
all right, who did you have a crush on?
They're listening.
That's the good time to say. That's the perfect time.
Remember Gwen?
Sure. Adorable.
Yeah, when you guys were gone, I was just talking to her every day, and that was pretty cool.
And where did you take it to? Did she know that you liked her?
I don't really know.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter now. She's got a dude. If I start liking them, then they get a dude. So if any girl wants a boyfriend, I'll just get a crush on you, and then you'll get a boyfriend.
Here's the problem, Sheepy. They have to go on with their life while you're taking this 2 years of... What are you doing? They want you to make the move. Did you ever make the move on Gwen?
No.
So you can't blame her for going out and getting a boyfriend.
No, yeah, I guess.
Were you crushed when you found out, though?
A little bit.
Yeah, sure.
How'd you find out? Did you see him somewhere together?
No.
I'm sure she told you because she doesn't know that he's interested.
I'm like best friends with everybody.
Yeah, and then she's like, Sheepy, good news. I met this guy, and I think...
so wonderful.
Yeah, and Sheepy's like,
He's got a humor just like yours. He's great. I was like, oh, wow.
Poor sheep. Brian, you're on Ron and Fez. How are you, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, you guys?
Yeah.
Ron, I'd be really careful about this Sheepy guy. You're always complaining about Earl and Fez not being able to actually get it done and get themselves laid. It sounds like Sheepy's got the same damn problem. He's got F me offering up her cousin on a silver platter, and he's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. And it isn't even a matter that they can't close the deal. They don't even open a deal. The three of you guys should hang out together. At least when you look at Dave... He's got a steady woman that hates him. That's something. That is something. He's living a life. Well, Sheepy, can you honestly say that you're living a life?
I'm doing all right, sort of, yeah.
A life, like people would expect to have, though. Are you having one?
I get
Fez, would you say you're living a life?
No, I'm not living a life.
What are you doing?
I'm living like a Groundhog's Day thing. Where, most of my day, and I've done it to myself, and I find comfort in it, but every day is much like the other. It's not really living a life.
Earl, would you say you're living a life, Fabrice? I mean, the best thing that happened to you was you slept with a mental patient and you fainted. That was a highlight.
No, my life is it's in tatters right now. It's totally in tatters. It's definitely not complete at all.
What do you need, Earl, to make a life for yourself?
Just balance between just having a life outside.
Your balance is actually staying on your feet. That's the problem. Most people use balance as a metaphor. You really, honestly need the balance.
The sad part is that's absolutely true because, I'm still having, little bouts of lightheadedness, and every once in a while I was like, is this the time when I'm going to lose my balance? Literally lose my balance? And
do you guys look at Dave and say to yourself, at least he's got some kind of life? Do you almost admire Dave?
I don't admire Dave at all.
I don't want to be that pale.
I'm a very happy person, maybe pale, but you should admire me.
Interesting. Well, no, here's the thing about Dave. He's dumb and happy. Would you rather be dumb and happy or intelligent but finding yourself at odds all the time. You know, intelligent but struggling with that intelligence.
I got to go with the intelligence and struggling.
Because you've never tried it? What about you, Earl?
I like the intelligence and struggling with it. I like creative thought and creative thinking.
Why don't you do some around here? We'd love to have it. We'd love to have it on the show.
That's what I struggle with.
What about you, Sheepy?
I could do Dumb and Happy.
Yeah, I think you are.
Eat some paint chips.
I honestly think you are. Where Dave is so dumb, and yet he may be the happiest person I've ever met.
His smile's a mile wide.
Yeah, it is. It's a mile wide. They says his smile's as big as his girlfriend's vagina.
Ooh.
Just
Is that necessary?
Big and toothy.
Huh?
Is that really necessary?
You know what? I don't think it was.
And there's parsley on the side.
Honestly, I really feel like
It's a little late, though.
No,
it's out.
I'm trying to tell you it was a luxury. That wasn't a necessity. I did it just to have a little something extra.
Right, but now it's revolving in space due to satellite radio, and it can't be taken back.
You know what? If I'm wrong, I'm going to be a big man about it. Fez, tell him I'm sorry.
I don't think you're wrong.
This is too much. This really is. A little respect, please.
I tried to give you some. It's Fez that won't apologize.
Come on, Mr. W. I mean, I've always apologized to you.
Well, let's first go to movies. Movies. We've got Sheepy, our movie reviewer, in here right now.
From the legendary Ron and Fez studios in a predominantly white neighborhood, Ron and Fez presents Showtime with the Paul.
Sheepy!
Hey, how's it going?
What's happening, Sheepy?
We got a bunch of new movies.
What are the big films that you're looking for, the big films that you're interested in this week?
This week?
Yeah.
The Last Kiss movie.
The Last Kiss should be amazing, huh?
Well, it looks pretty good, the Zach Braff. I know you didn't like Garden State, right?
Hated it.
Yeah, you hated it big time.
I hated it mainly for that guy. What's his name?
Zach Braff.
You know, it's interesting we got you in here, Sheep, but we never even hear reviews like this from Polo.
You ever, have you watched Scrubs?
Hate it.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And by that, I mean the commercials. I have never watched the show. Can't stand the commercials. Fez, isn't it great to have a younger movie reviewer, somebody with their finger on the pulse?
Someone who knows a little something about cinema, for a change.
I am right here, guys.
Somebody without a crazy wife. Sheepy, the other big film, Black Dahlia.
That's getting mixed.
Mixed reviews?
Yeah, a lot of people are seeing it and they think it's silly and pretty like it's goofy and it's not as good as De Palma should be.
I'm right here.
When's the last time De Palma's been good, though? How far back are we going? Earl, what's the last great Brian De Palma film?
I would have to say Carrie.
That's fucking his first film, you maniac. Fez, give me an agita thing, would you?
You got it.
Wasn't he Carlito's Way? Carlito's Way?
Yes, he did Carlito's Way.
That was a good film.
But I mean, as far as like a really good start to finish, I would have to say Carrie, and everything else seemed like a Hitchcock knockoff.
Hey, Paula, what are the big films this weekend?
Okay, the other big film this weekend is Gridiron Gang. I mean, I love Sheepy, he's a great guy, but of course he hasn't seen any of the films, and it's, that's fine. I mean,
neither of you, Paulo.
I try. I see all the films. I mean, I'm under a lot of stress, but I am seeing all the films. And,
now, why are you under stress?
Just because you already know the trajectory of my life, and I'm really trying to make a big decisions, but I'm going to try and focus on the movies.
Paulo?
Yes?
You have friends.
Yes.
Don't forget that.
Do I?
Yes.
Okay.
We're always here for you.
All right, if you say so. I mean, that's a nice thing for you to say.
Review the films. You stopped reviewing films when you made your own.
I'm not trying to stop reviewing films. I love going to movies, and in no way am I trying to stop reviewing.
Now you feel like you're above film.
I don't. I to a certain degree, I do feel like I'm above what I've been seeing for the last few years.
You feel like you're above this show?
No.
Like you're too good for the listeners?
I love you two guys. I think you're geniuses, and the fact is that the interaction is one of the highlights of my week. But
Paula, let me ask you this, and thanks for the genius thing. But if Fez and I were both drowning, and you only had the one rope that you could throw, who would you throw it to?
Chances are I would jump in the water and go under and hold both of you up.
that's very nice.
till you were saved, and I would sacrifice my own life.
Earl, who would you save?
God, it's a tough choice. I would give myself up for both of you.
Dave, all right, Fez and I are drowning. Who would you say?
I would save Ron after today's.
Thank you.
Notre Dame.
You know, it's finally an honest answer because you can't dive in and drown yourself. Just an honest answer.
And maybe I was going to save you until the little Notre Dame fiasco. So
yeah,
now
that was a problem.
I'm saving him twice.
It's not a fiasco to me.
You know what? If there's an extra rope, go in and get my hat before you even get Fez. I don't want to lose that hat. I've had it for a lot of years.
I should be saved before a hat, my friend.
Have you seen that thing? It's fucking perfect.
Well, it's a nice hat, but still.
Did you hate this Garden State 2, Polo?
The Garden State, look, the fact is he comes from Scrubs, he looks like a rather unpromising actor, and he gives something. I thought it was way overpraised, but I still thought it was a good start for a first-time director-writer, and he's got a lot coming up. This is not something that he wrote, this Last Kiss. This is Tony Goldwyn directed, and Paul Haggis from Crass wrote it. Yeah, it's a remake of an Italian film. It's okay. But I think he has promise, and just give him a chance. I don't
have time for him. There's something about that kid that bugs me. I honestly think I ended up punching him in the neck.
I mean, he's goofy, but there's not a lot of great stars out there coming up anymore. We're losing all the old stars like Tom Cruise. What are we going to do? We're going to have no stars. I don't know what to say, but I mean, so I think we got to give this guy a chance.
It's not just Zach Braff. There's there's tons of others. There's Blythe Danner and
thanks,
Harold
Sheepy.
Ramis is in it too, and they got tons.
You really know your shit, Sheepy.
They got the chick from the girl from the OC, that Rachel Bilson girl.
Yes.
The name of that show is
and all these names that just jump out at you. I understand. They just captivate and mystify you. I understand, but no, there's no stars anymore.
So, do you like Gridiron Gang the most because it relates to you with you working with the juvenile delinquents?
True.
All right. Well, that's very.
You're like The Rock.
It's interesting. First of all,
it was more Exhibit.
I didn't say that I liked it the most, but it does relate to my life. I do help the kids. That's been my life.
Didn't you also say you get to see them naked? It's one of the more rewarding part of your job?
No, as a matter of fact, it is not something I get to do, and it is not a rewarding part of my job. It would be revolting. I mean, actually, it's not something I want to do at all.
What are they, fat kids?
No, because I don't have to watch them in the shower because I work at night, and so generally I don't
why they're laying in bed?
Yeah, they're in behind closed doors. All I have to do is look in through a little window.
Didn't you get in trouble for trying to teach them shuttlecock instead of football?
Nice.
No,
Didn't you put your dick up on the window every once in a while and say, here's what a man's penis looks like?
I have no interest whatsoever in men, and especially young men. No interest whatsoever. Thankfully,
I saw you get banged in the ass in a dildo on this show before, Paul.
No, that was a minor experiment, with a couple of hooks.
That was like a fucking 14-inch dildo.
Yeah,
that disappeared in you
nice
like it was a tic-tac.
And those girls never got it back.
There were girls involved.
Who'd want it back after it's been up his bung?
It was interesting, and it's not something I would have done every day.
Yeah, a dildo up your ass. Interesting. Really an interesting thing.
Okay, so some people might say that's kind of gay.
I don't know what this movie review is. What are you saying about the film?
The Gridiron Gang is your typical inspirational sports movie with The Rock or Dwayne Johnson, or whichever you prefer, and Exhibit and, juvenile.
We've got a cut from this. This is, I guess, somebody talking to The Rock.
You gold teeth, gold chain wearing, fried chicken and biscuit eating, monkey ate baboon, big guy, fast running, high jumping, spear chucking, 360-degree basketball dunking, titsoon, spade, mulling yarn. Take your fucking pizza and go the fuck back to Africa.
So this is a comedy?
It's not a comedy, but it's not.
Why is everyone laughing then?
Because that's a clip from another movie, but I mean, I'm not going to say anything about it right now. The fact is that this is my least favorite movie of the week because you can see a sports movie practically every week this coming year. I mean, it just comes out all the time. I mean,
you said you were going to see this one, right?
Yeah, I want to see the Gridiron Gang.
Just the name enough is for enough. I can't go. Gridiron Gang. It just sounds like it's G-rated.
Well, Fez, let me ask you: do you think that The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, is going to become a big star? I mean, I know we all love his wrestling tradition.
Has he done one film that you've liked yet, Fez? Because he's done, 7 films so far?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think there's one that I've really enjoyed.
He's coming out with, he's going to be in the new Richard Kelly, the guy who did Donnie Darko. He's going to be in Southland Tales, and that's
which
cool.
has gotten
interesting, Sheepy. Thank you.
It did very poorly at Cannes, but it still should be an interesting film to see, and certainly an interesting direction for him to take. But that's in the future. Right now, we have a fairly routine sports movie, and I mean, this is a good thing for him to do because he can pull it off. I mean, as a coach.
Oh, I think meant sexually. All right, anything else, Paulo?
Well, as I say, the other 2 films, I mean, of course, The Black Dahlia, Brian De Palma, film noir, much like Hollywoodland, delving into the...
Did you guys see Hollywoodland?
No.
Yes, I did.
It was great.
Yeah.
I really dug it.
Finally, a review of the film.
Been waiting.
I saw,
What's it about?
Well, me and my dad, we like the old Superman show. We know stuff about the George Reeves.
Now, how would you see this show? Was it played on cable when you were a kid, or how did you get to see it?
Well, like tapes and stuff, and we've been collecting the DVDs now. They're releasing all the DVDs.
Right.
And we're watching all the stuff on George Reeves, and there's so much other stuff. Like, the movie isn't about the murder. It's just the story of the detective guy. So, you don't focus on the murder thing. It's just a whole, and the best lines come out of Diane Lane. One of the best lines is she just goes off yelling at Ben Affleck, and she's like, "What does she smoke? What does she blow smoke out of her cunt?" Like that's how she says it. And
and that's the kind of dialogue we love from those films. I mean, the fact is that both of these films are fairly full of characters and full of convoluted.
You
plots.
can't let this sheepy talk on his own without hopping in, can you, Paul?
Right.
I saw that
I thought that that's what this is about.
He had us enraptured.
Okay, I'll let Sheepy go then. Go, Sheepy.
Stop it. You're being facetious.
I'm not. I just felt a little pressure.
How's your movie come along, Paulo? Gap.
The filming went great. I'm under. The only problem I would say I'm having is that it would have been a lot better if, at the beginning, I could have just been given a big bag of money, so I wouldn't have to deal with any other personalities.
It would have been better if you had a script.
Who are the personalities that are on your nerves now?
No, there's just I just have to go through everything.
The rumor is you've got to do reshoots.
No, I didn't have to do reshoots. I had one thing I wanted to do, which is the nude scenes, and there's another one shot that I should do to cover a death, because we really weren't prepared the first day to do a really good, gory throat cutting thing. But
sounds awful. Sounds like it's really going bad.
No, everything's going great. It's just that I have to go through a couple of other people with every decision I make. So, I mean, I want to start my editing, and I should be able to start that in a few days, and then I'm all set. I mean...
He wants the studio off his back, Ronnie.
Danny, you're on Ron and Fez.
Get him off. I fucking hate Paulo. He's got nothing. He brings nothing to the table.
Well, first of all, sir, I'd be happy to enter into a dialogue with you. What do you mean I have nothing? I just don't understand. That's easy to say, but sir, I'd be happy to get in the ring with you if you're going to insult me.
I love it, Paulo.
No reason. I mean, just an attack for no reason.
You've got nothing. You just talk, and nothing comes out of your mouth but air. It makes no sense. You got nothing,
sir.
It's true there, Paulo.
I do have, I have to cover a lot of things that I never know quite. I mean, it's not like I'm allowed to just review the films that I'm usually being attacked, sir. I'm being constantly attacked by people, just...
All right, nobody call in and attack Paulo.
Yeah, it's a sport. It's just a sport.
Okay, Paulo. All right.
But I'd be happy to enter... Okay, whatever.
Put that on pad data, Earl, while I'm trying to explain it to you. No attacking Paulo. Paul, I'm sorry you had to handle that, but you were ready to get in the ring with him, huh?
Well, look, that the trajectory of my life is such that I have to make a decision or I'm going to die. I mean, maybe what everybody's been telling me all these years is I have to give up.
Just pull the trigger.
Are you going to leave your wife?
I'm saying that I've been going through this I mean, she jumped off the stepladder and she's been in a nursing home and so I've been really trying to assess, how much longer I can go on.
Are you enjoying her being gone though?
Well, we're having long discussions about, how this can't go on, and, because it's not going to go on much longer. And maybe after all these years, I'll do what everybody says and just give up.
Wow. So you just want to keep her put away?
Well, they don't do that anymore.
No, they really don't. They do not put the crazy away. It's sad. There's no place for people to go when they're insane anymore. JT, you're on Ron and Fez with Paulo.
Paulo is making me physically sick to my fucking stomach.
Oh, jeez.
All right, so okay, get in line. I guess I'll have to fight everybody.
Oh, shut up and let me talk. You don't know what you're thinking.
What are you talking about? I'd be happy to. Okay, tell me one thing you want to discuss, a specific, and I'll be glad to address it.
This is the first time in my life all I want is Dave.
All right, you see that, Polo?
But again, all I get is, first of all, look, I've always been some version. Yes.
Murphy, you're on with Polo.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, if you guys want to put my internet radio show up on the
Here's Michael. Michael, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Paul, you got problems?
Yeah.
Yeah, you sound like Roz from Last Comic Standing. I've got problems.
All right,
Did
Paul.
anybody watch that? Did anyone get that joke?
No.
No one
Nobody
saw
gets
it.
a no screener.
Maybe Paulo's wife can talk to Nancy Grace.
That would be great. Jim, you're on with Paulo.
Paulo, I know this movie industry seems kind of hard to you. Do you want your kids to follow in your footsteps and, produce a movie?
I don't have any kids. Yes.
You know that he aborted his kids. Matt, you're on with Paulo.
Hey, Paulo, I want to remind you about the time how you obsessed about the dildo so much. When we were at Monday Night Nitro in Savannah on St. Patrick's Day, we had a sign that said hung like a horseman, and you came up to us wanting to know how hung we were, and if we were as big as a dildo you took up your ass.
Well,
All right, Paulo, please.
I think, first of all, I may have met somebody, but I've never said anything like that. Over the years, I've met a lot of people, and, I feel like I'm being taken. Why can't
Hey, Kurt, you're on with Paulo.
Paulo, you suck.
Okay, why can't the listeners be supportive? I don't understand.
They want you to be entertaining, Paul.
Yeah, but you don't understand. I'm simply trying to do the reviews, and I'm simply trying to, get into a dialogue, and nobody is really interested in getting into a dialogue.
Dan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, wondering how Paulo likes the orderlies banging his wife.
The who?
The orderlies.
These are black women. They don't have any dildos, and
you coach them. That's how it fucking works.
Look,
Paulo, wonderful job. We're going to take a break here, all right, buddy?
Why can't they be supportive?
All right. Sheepy, great job. It was wonderful having.
I'm leaving?
No.
Oh, okay.
But it was wonderful having you do the movie reviews.
Thank you.
We'll be right back, Ron and Fez.
Ron and Fez, XM 202.
Sure.
It is good for your mind. While you can twist and shout. Let it all hang.
Ron and Fez and Sheepy.
Hey guys.
Sheepy, you're getting tired that every time you come in, Earl keeps playing the same song over and over. Earl has lost his hipness factor. Today he opened the show playing a game show theme. It's not the same deal. What would you like him to play later in the show?
Hot Love by T-Rex or Solid Gold Easy Action.
Boy, sometimes I just feel like I wish we had Sheepy in that Earl seat, where it was Sheepy seat.
Show me how to work those buttons.
What do you got to do? You hit off and on. How difficult is it?
All I need is $11 a day to pay for bus fare. I'll show up every day.
That's a little heavy for us. We don't normally go that. We don't invest that much into employees. Big football weekend coming up, Fez. We're getting ready to do your lock of the week. Last week, you lost your college lock of the week when you picked Penn State.
Yeah, I thought Penn State getting 8 points at Notre Dame would have been enough to cover. Would have been fine. Nope, Notre Dame blew them out 41-17. I think this week, what I'm looking at is the Gators on the road. The Florida Gators on the road at Tennessee. They're giving up 3.5. I like that. Give up the points, take the Gators. That's what I like.
You like it because you grew up a Gators fan. Your brother wears a Gators hat everywhere he goes. When I talk to a guy, I mean, the two games that you've picked in the last 2 weeks are games that you were going to watch. I'm starting to get a little worried about you.
I think this weekend is when I really get back on track.
So it's Gators getting 3.
Giving up 3.5 at Tennessee.
At Tennessee. That's a scary game. That's a scary game to get involved in any time.
Oh, yeah, big rivalry there. So really anything could happen, but I think the Gators will handle this easily.
Now, the big Sunday night game, Sunday Night Football, which is now the most watched game of the week, they claim 50 million people tuned in last week to watch the Manning brothers. This week, they're going back to a 70s rivals, Cowboys and Indians, Cowboys and the Redskins.
Yeah, I think it's Redskins at Cowboys. Yeah, the Cowboys favored by 6 in that game. So, a very good game. Yeah, I mean, the Redskins, boy, they don't want to go into this 0-2 when they were supposed to take this division.
Neither do the Cowboys. The Cowboys were supposed to be in that division. Giants could end up going 0-2. So even though it's early on, Fez, somebody is going 0-2 between the Skins and the boys.
With the Sunday night game, they're putting out the ratings that this is what they're saying, that their ratings on last Sunday night beat every Monday night football game in the past 5 years. So they're comparing themselves to the old Monday Night Football.
Now, I don't think they're going to do as well this week. Manning versus Manning, they had all summer to sell that. Everybody was interested because, that's suddenly the first family of football. So we will settle in before we find out. But that is interesting to think that more people want to watch football on a Sunday night.
Monday Night Football, moving to ESPN, they had their first regular season. What I've seen on that is it's ESPN's best ratings ever. So I don't know how it's stacked up to the rest of Monday night, but ESPN, just playing against themselves, it's the best ratings they've ever had for
anything that they've ever done.
Right.
That's interesting. Maybe this is working out for everybody.
So, yeah, I mean, ESPN, they got to be glad just to be getting, big ratings for themselves. That's just to be selling that.
They would be. Big ratings for themselves. That's what you want in the business, right?
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Look at Sheepy, you went around way because you don't follow football at all.
No clue.
None at all.
My Nana watches football, and I get everything I know.
All right, that's the sissy statement I've ever heard in my life. My Nana watches football, so that's plenty for me.
I like Notre Dame, but I don't pay attention. If it's on, I'll sit and watch it with her. But
Nana watches Notre Dame?
Yeah. And I got into it because I had a weird obsession with Regis back in 5th grade. And I was like, Regis this, Regis that. I just thought the world of Regis. And then I was like, all right, cool, Notre Dame.
So you would watch just to see because Regis was watching.
Yeah.
How funny, a 5th grader obsessed with Regis.
I had an obsession with Richard Dawson when I was a kid. I just thought Richard Dawson was so cool on Family Feud.
You had an obsession with Stonewall Jackson when you were a kid.
I don't go back that far. I even tried to work in a British accent. Hoping people would not, that I could just bring it in gradually and eventually people would just think I was British.
You got any of it now?
No, it's all gone. I also have a Fezatorial today, Ronnie. Fezatorial, story mentioned earlier in the week about the stingrays that are being found mutilated in Australia ever since the crocodile hunter was killed. So that'll be the topic of my Fezatorial. Stingrays being killed in revenge for the crocodile hunter. Hey, what's that in the water? It looks like a Fezatorial. Well. Ever since the crocodile hunter's horrible death, mutilated stingrays have been found on the shores of Australia. And I haven't been this upset about a giant ray since I heard Rachel Ray will be getting her own daytime talk show starting Monday. Talk about big and scary. But what really puts a poisonous barb in my bung is that people really think this is going to help. I understand being mad at stingrays, but you're never going to get rid of all of them. They're like Taylor Hicks fans. Sure, they're gross and disgusting, but there's too many to do anything about. Besides, can you really blame the cause of death? John Kennedy Jr.'s death was tragic, but do we want people shooting planes out of the sky in revenge? I'm going to go out on a limb and say no. Sonny Bono definitely went before his time, but is that any reason to start chopping down trees left and right? Please don't. Bob Crane gets his head bashed in, so now no camera person should ever use another tripod? That just doesn't make sense. Everyone misses Princess Diana, but should we blow up tunnels to help with our grief? Again, I say no. People getting rid of stingrays would be like getting rid of ham sandwiches just because of what happened to Mama Cass. It's wrong, and even though I've never said this sentence before, I'll say it now. It's not the ham's fault. But you know, this whole thing reminds me of growing up in Pinellas Park, Florida, where we had a problem with a stink ray, which was just a homeless guy named Ray who smelled like a combination of burnt microwave popcorn and ass. But it was there I remember a situation with our handyman and local wildlife expert, Bobo, and a dangerous moment he had with Mother. Now, I don't know if Bobo was bitten or stung by something, but I did notice a huge swelling in his pants as Mother raced him to her bedroom. I went in to try to help, but fortunately Mother had it all well under control and was on her knees sucking the poison out. Bobo was quite aware, too, telling her to suck it, and that... Wait a minute. That wasn't poison. That was semen. Anywho, folks, if you're going to take out your frustrations on the Rays, make it the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. They're the ones that really deserve it. And you don't even have to hurt them. They're already lifeless. And let's make the Crocodile Hunter proud by continuing his message and letting everyone know we're here, we're queer, we will not disappear. This has been my Fezatorial. Thank you. Anyone see where Ronnie went?
Hey, Fezzy, that was a great Fezatorial.
Thank you.
I guess you finally showed those fat cats back in Washington. This is exactly how the common fella feels.
No, this wasn't directed towards the fat cats in Washington. It was towards stingray killers in Australia. Just the opposite.
You should have given more examples, Fez. The 17 wasn't quite enough there.
I think I really had to paint a picture for people.
Over and over, the same picture.
So they understand.
Yeah. Here's Paul. You're on Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to thank Fez for that camel toe Curtis tutorial. That was great.
No worries at all. Jim, you're on Fez.
Fez, that Jan Brady is uncanny.
Yeah, that is a good Jan Brady. How come in the Fezatorials I don't ever get to yell out like proper? Or I'm with you, pal. I missed that.
That's in the catty moments.
How come that sounds just the same, though? That's the only time we get the old Fez back.
Well, that's usually when I'm my most passionate, that's for sure.
Jeremy, you're on Fez.
Ronnie, $2.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, it's been a while, but that was a pretty good cardio audio diary. Much more upbeat.
I know. I still think you're a little rough on Opie and a little too nice to Anthony on that.
See, that wasn't a cardio audio diary. That was a Fezatorial, and it had nothing to do with Opie and Anthony.
Oh. Because that one was funny, remember? Everything that Opie did was wrong. Everything Anthony did was right.
I remember that one.
We were so happy to have you alive. We just all went with it. How come you never have heart attacks anymore?
Well, they fixed me so that I'm not going to.
Sure brought up a lot of attention to us. Miss those days.
That's all fixed. The blood is flowing for a change.
Paul, you're on Fez.
Buddy.
Yeah.
Just wanted to thank Fez for finally explaining the Coke thing from yesterday.
Sure, that went well during the Fezatorial. So you called every beverage a Coke. Tony, you're on Fez.
Hey, Fez, that was a great blind item. Good job, buddy.
Sure. Leroy, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, I just want to compliment Fez. That's the best Andre the Giant imitate. I mean, it's like he's still with us. It's
and remember, it's shakes, not snakes, Andre.
Unbelievable.
Andre the Giant. That was a Fezatorial.
Robert, you're on Fez.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that was a touching public apology there. That was just amazing.
Yeah, that was nice. You're on top of it today, Fezzy.
There was no apology. Fezatorial.
Sean, you're on Fez. Shawnee. I hate the name Sean.
Do you?
Have you ever met a guy named Sean that isn't a loser?
No, I really haven't. I'm trying to think of all the Seans I know.
Everyone, loser.
Yeah.
I have a couple cousins named Sean.
Exactly. Thanks for backing me up.
Wow. So
Thank you.
More proof.
For backing me up. I do appreciate it. Brandon, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I just wondered if Sheepy was obsessed with Regis Philbin or Paulo's wife's dog, Regis.
Philbin.
Well, you haven't seen that dog yet. He's adorable.
He's dead.
Matt, you're on Ron and Fez. Matt. Hello? Sounds like we got to call her down.
Hello?
Yes, there you are, smart guy. What's up?
Who's the bigger faggot, Sheepy or Fez?
Hey, Matt, did it take you a while because you were doing math problems before you could get back over here?
No, I hit a dead spot, fucker.
Hit a dead spot?
He means his wife.
Oh, that's her cunt.
Oh,
Is what he was
okay.
talking about.
Fuck you.
Witty. You must be the real goer down there in Jacksonville. Chuck, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yo, buddies.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to thank Fez for resigning during the Fezatorial. Later.
Wow, you did, Fezzy?
I never resigned during the Fezatorial.
So long, it's been good to know you. Bring the cake in, Dave, goddammit.
Don't sing that song.
I don't want him sitting here on his last day without a cake.
I don't want anyone getting those ideas.
Where's the Entenmann's? I want to know who's a bigger faggot, Fez or Sheepy. I'm down here in Jacksonville just like Skinnerd. Oh, boy, it must be a big NFL weekend. Look how Bronx Johnny's dressed. Looks like he's starting for the Bengals this week. Congratulations, Johnny.
There's a shorter Chad Johnson over there.
What do you want, Dave?
I just have an item, a very special item for Fez. It just came in the mail right now.
What is it?
From Paul in New Jersey, somebody sent me a lunchbox.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet there's no food in it.
Let's hope not. I don't know if I'm ready to start eating out of lunchboxes that listeners send.
Okay, this is a Superman lunchbox. But it's not one of the old kinds. It's like a brand new Superman lunchbox. It's not like any sort of collectible Superman lunchbox.
Well, it is someday. It's a collectible.
Wow, look what's inside for me.
What's that?
Cigars.
Beauty. So finally, there's one prize that's cool in here. What's the gentleman's name?
That is Paul from New Jersey. Just wanted to let you guys know how much I love the show.
Wow, it's very nice of you, Paul. And the big Superman, because Comic-Con is this weekend. Are you going, Fez? Have you decided, or?
Yeah, I'm going to go to Big Apple Comic-Con. It starts tomorrow in New York City at the Penn Plaza Pavilion.
What about you, Sheep? Are you down with that?
Nah, previous engagement.
Oh, too grown up?
No, I have a party in Long Island I'm going to.
A pot party?
No, it's I'm pretty sure it's a clean party.
Do you smoke the weed at all?
No, never.
You don't drink?
I've had drinks, but I don't drink.
Do any coke?
No, never.
Acid?
No.
Heroin?
No.
Meth? Crystal meth?
No.
Magic mushrooms?
No. I just had a friend's, a guy in my town, like, just freaked out, and just recently he took mushrooms and he was at a public pool, and he started, like, flaring his arms and hitting everybody, and then this lady was pulling him out of the pool and making him leave, and then he grabs the lady by her cooch and just starts, like, grabbing her and just starts yelling, and then this, like, Marine guy comes over and tackles him, and he grabs the Marine guy by the balls, and the Marine guy just hits him in the head and knocks him out, so.
Well, you know what that's called?
A good time?
Partying. He's just having a nice time there.
Shoot. I'm sorry, I was just going to ask Sheepy. What's something he does that makes him most feel like an adult?
Here is Terry. Terry, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah, how are you, pal?
Hey, if I send Fezzy a lunchbox, will you put my name up on Pad Data?
Put it up there. What kind of lunchbox you going to send, Fezzy?
I got a used Trojan I'll send him.
Yeah. All right, perfect. Get Terry's name up there. People love to see their names on Pad Data. You can't beat it. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. We got some of the guys from Comic Con coming in later today. The guy who actually put together his own comic book, right, Fez?
Yeah, Joe Caramanga is coming in. He put together Model Operandi, and he's going to be appearing at Big Apple Comic Con, pushing his new comic.
What's your favorite comic to read, Sheepy?
Right now?
Mm-hmm.
Probably Ex Machina by Brian K. Vaughan.
You into that at all, Fez?
No, I don't know that one.
Fez, you pretty much stay Silver Era, right? You're Batman and Robin and Superman and Green Lantern, but you don't keep up with any of the kids' stuff.
No, I don't go independent too much. I stay strictly with the DC comics.
Why is that, Fez?
Well, those are the ones that I always liked as a kid. I never really got into Marvel comics when I was little, so I just kind of follow these around. And so many comic titles, there's only a few you can really be into, I think.
Yeah, it's hard to choose.
Susan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yes, I just wanted to tell East Side Dave, go blue.
Oh, go blue, okay. Big game. It's a big game this weekend, huh, Fez?
Yeah, Michigan visiting Notre Dame. Notre Dame giving up 5.5 at home.
Even though they're ranked 4th in the nation or whatever they are?
Right.
Doesn't matter?
Exactly, yeah.
Hangs left, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's happening, buddy?
Yeah.
Hey, I just wanted to say to Fez, good luck this weekend. I'm a big Michigan fan. I was wondering if you'd like to do like a gentleman's bet. I won't be like that jerk from Buffalo last year. I'll have it here. If I lose, I'll have it there Tuesday.
Well, the guy from Buffalo had everything here immediately. It's Greg from Buffalo.
Oh, well,
what he wants to do is know if you want to have a bet or not, Fez.
What do you want to bet?
Whatever you... I don't know what you don't drink beer anymore. I don't know what you want.
Why don't you guys just watch the game separately and enjoy it that way? And then you can call back in and tease him if he loses.
That sounds good to me.
Here's Erie. You're on Ron and Fez.
It's Harry. I want to get my name on the bad data.
All right, Erie. It's going right up there. Put Erie's name up.
Drunk Erie.
Richard. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Hey, buddy boy.
I'm in Las Vegas. I'll play some bets for Fez this weekend if you guys will put my name on the pad data.
We already got Erie up there rocking the house for a while.
Yesterday was World Hearing Voices Day, started by psychologists at the University of Manchester who are studying people hearing voices in their head. Their study shows that they think about 4% of the population hear voices, and many see it as a positive thing. So 4% of people hearing voices in their heads seems like an awful lot to me.
Well, it depends on what they call hear voices. Is it not your own personality? Are you hearing songs?
I would think about it as other people's. You hear other people's voices telling you something.
And some people see it as a positive thing?
Yeah, because the voices they hear are actually saying reassuring things. Like if they're in a stressful situation, they're inside their head voices.
You know, let's face it, it's just the way each person deals with whatever happens. Some people see things as being fearful. Other people just roll with whatever comes along. So just because you hear a voice doesn't mean you have to do what it says.
Yeah, the only voice I hear in my head is my own.
Kill?
No, it never says kill.
Light fires?
What does your voice sound like? Like, give us some running commentary of what's going on in your head.
It'll usually come in, like, down low underneath. Like, all right, just calm down. Just calm down. So it's kind of like a low talker. And I hear it in my head, and it's just kind of like underneath everything that's.
All right, here's what I want you to do, Fez. Just sit there now,
right,
and listen to the voices, and Sheepy and I'll be quiet, and you just say what the voices are saying. All right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll give you some time.
All right, the voices are saying.
I don't want you to tell me what the voices are saying. I want you to just say it like it's a transcript. You know, just as you hear it, tell us what you honestly hear.
This is very weird, having to wait for the voice to come in.
Now, the voice said that or you said it?
No, the voice said that. The voice said that.
All right, let's start over from the beginning. Because I don't believe him when he just said that. When it's very weird waiting for the voice to come in. Why would the voice call itself the voice? All right, Fezzy, you're back in.
Okay.
Don't even pay attention to us.
All right.
Pay attention to the voice. Just transcribe what you hear in your head.
This is a very odd situation. The voice usually... And I just called it... usually, I'm not the one getting to do all the talking. Usually, I'm kind of drowned out by everything else. The voice in the head, which is me, says there's really nothing to worry about. Everything's fine. Everything's going good. The voice in the head doesn't want me to panic. Don't panic is what the voice is. I feel a little hungry. Maybe I should get something to eat. I'm a little uncomfortable in these pants. There's a strange sensation getting to be the one to talk. It's very weird being here where I'm going outside your head. Usually I'm just inside your head. Usually it's just during a nervous panic attack moment on a plane or a subway or something like that. I hope this is soothing you, Fez. I hope this sound is soothing you, because that's what I meant to do. I meant to actually calm you down. The interesting thing is, when it's so silent, my voice actually gets a little tinier. My voice usually has to shout what I'm going to tell you. But in a moment like this, it seems more like a combination. I usually have to come in, Fez, when things are going really bad. That's when I hear you. And I have to try to shout you down off of the ledge. It's never a good feeling. And as the panic rises, I always have to talk to you faster and faster. Calm down, Fez. Calm down, Fez. Calm down, Fez. And I usually try to just speak in very short sentences. Because when you're that nutty, that's about all you can hear are the really tiny phrases. That's the odd thing. Right now, my inner voice, I am the voice in your head, and I'm beginning to think that I'm quite alone.
You can't do it.
That was a weird experiment. That was very odd.
Earl was, we all walked out on Fez, too, and just let him keep rumbling that. Earl said you've gone through a period where you hear a voice in your head.
It happened to me right as I went to the hospital, and I'm having this major bleed out. Blood's everywhere. And I'm so insane that I'm thinking, I was like, maybe I could sleep this off. And I go to lie down, and the voice, this clear, very authoritative voice says, get up. You have to get up now. Go. Go to the hospital. You will die if you lie here. Get up and go now.
Now, do you take it as sweet baby Jesus or an angel voice that was talking to you?
I think it was like an angel or something, because it was so authoritative. It was this like the stern father voice.
Did it sound like a black man or a white man, Earl?
if I had to compare, it's almost like a Charlton Heston type voice. It's
So
like,
a
go.
white man who runs the NRA was helping you.
No, I mean, just like very, like that Gregory Peck, very authoritative
here's
voice.
But in your case, you had no control over the voice at all.
No.
Where with Fez's, you could tell very much. He couldn't even cover up that it wasn't his consciousness, because you even kept calling it the voice.
Right, yeah.
So, I mean, you were controlling the things that you say.
Right, I was doing my best to let it just come into my head and talk.
But you kept saying the voice
Right.
and me, and I
wasn't getting it out.
Yeah, you couldn't even pull that off. Finn, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Fez is way more effed up than he led on to believe, man. That was definitely not his inner voice. He's panicked on the outside. You know he's panicked on the inside.
Yeah, I do not think that was, obviously it could be some kind of an inner voice, but it's his own voice that he's controlling. Not one that the voices that are coming out of this are basically where people don't even think that's their own personality. Like if you go by what Earl was saying, and this only happened to you once in your life, Earl?
One time, and I just remember after hearing that voice, I just got up and I was very calm, and I was able to get to the hospital on my own power, and it was just almost it was so reassuring just to hear the voice.
Sometimes I'll hear two voices sounding like they're coming from different shoulders. And I remember one night I'm with a girl, and she was drinking, and she had passed out. And one of the voices was going, fuck her right now, run a batch right in her face. And the other voice is going, no, Ron, you should take her home, keep her with her family. Fuck that faggot, don't listen to him. Fuck her in the ass, now's your chance.
That's your little angel and your little devil.
Yeah, well, I finally gave in to the angel, and I fucked her in her ass.
That's what your angel was saying?
Yeah, the devil had me kill her afterwards. But the angel just wanted me to rape her. It's so funny how you go back and forth between good and evil, where it's just rape, and then the other part of you thinks, no, rape and murder. It's a constant struggle. Here's the voice. You're on Ron and Fez.
Relax. You only have 6 more weeks until you'll finally be at peace.
Nice, Fez.
I don't care to hear that.
Is that Radio Shark?
No, I don't think so. That was even less talented than the Radio Shark. Sheepy, what about you? You ever hear any voices?
Yeah, but they're usually just mean things.
Like what?
You suck, you're a loser.
Just your own inner voice being mean to you.
Oh, yeah, I'm an asshole to myself in my head.
Really? Why do that when you have me? I'll always say those things to you.
That's that's love.
Oh, is it? It's like tough love?
I hope so.
I had a voice in my head that would say, hush, hush, keep it down now, voices carry. And that was Amy Mann. Dave, what about you? You ever hear any voices?
Yeah, I hear little voices from time to time. Just pick up the pace when I'm walking or things of that. My voices aren't very...
Pick up the pace.
They're not
Keep
profound.
Voice is a third
They're not very demanding.
Remember...
Yeah, a lot of this is just your consciousness, that's all.
Like, remember to zip up and stuff and things of that nature.
What about... Fuck her. Go ahead, run a batch in her face. Adam, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
I was just curious. Hey, Earl, you sure that's not the baby dinosaurs talking to you?
Could be, Earl.
No, it was not a baby dino.
Not the baby.
What was that from?
It was a reference that show Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Is that what it was
Dinosaurs.
called?
Yeah, because I remember this. One of my kids...
The not the baby thing was huge in '92. It was great.
Gotta love me.
Not the mama.
Not the mama.
Not the mama, yeah. Brad, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, great show, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Fez, I wanted to know if you could maybe find a voice talking to the voice inside your head.
The voice inside his head has a voice inside its head telling him crazy things.
That's too many levels to start digging through.
So do you feel like you're part of this thing, Fez, the 4% that like the voice in their head? Or you don't have a voice in your head?
I don't think I have a voice in my head. I don't.
Why did we go through that whole weird experiment then?
I have an inner dialogue going on.
What about when you panic?
With myself. Well, that's when that voice tries to calm me down.
But there's got to be another voice telling you to panic.
Yeah, well...
You got two voices then.
Yeah,
so your voice is telling you to panic, and then that voice is telling that voice to calm down.
Yeah, I do have the voice that tells me it's time to panic. This is
you have
really
a voice
bad.
telling you the room's spinning? Because it's starting to turn.
Just yours right
now.
now.
Are you feeling it?
That's weird, though. Like, a voice that will tell me, uh-oh, this is a bad situation, you're going to panic.
Yeah.
That voice, even though it's my own voice, that sounds like it's coming from, like, the upper right above my head. Whereas that, hey, calm down voice, that sounds very lower left.
They're going to lock you up. If you fucking told a shrink what you told us, they would hit you with a stun gun, throw a jacket on you, and you'd be taken away forever.
They do seem like they're coming from different places inside my brain. Actual physically different locations.
I don't even know if that's your brain working anymore.
Just my mind.
Even that. Here is, it's Claire. Claire, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How are you?
I'm good. The voice inside my head says, suck chef's cock. Suck chef's cock.
I don't think that was really her, but
That's her voice.
I don't feel like that was even that. The voice, no. No.
How are you two kids doing? I know you had problems the other day over the tattoos and you being
things were straightened out. I had to apologize a little bit, and I had to let her beat me in Mario Kart. So
wait a minute, you apologized to a woman?
I did.
What is that like? I've always wondered. I've heard about people saying they apologize to women or...
yeah, it's very strange, very peculiar. She said she had to pull it out of me.
Is that the dildo?
No, not the apology, Mr. B.
Oh,
yeah.
She left the dildo in.
No, I don't...
Because it looks like your posture is amazing today.
There was no dildo. I don't...
I haven't seen him sit down yet.
He just did this. He took his hand and get out of here. Nah, I can't win for losing with you fellas. So what exactly happened, Dave? Take me over it.
Well, last night she
was mad at you. Why?
Oh, she was mad at me because I got the whack bag and Lucky Boy tattoos, and I found out last night she was really pissed off that I got an extra tattoo, and that was upsetting to her.
If one tattoo would have been fine, but the fact that you got two.
She actually said this because she knows I like longer hair, and she said if I had gotten my hair cut off and then dyed it black, you would be pissed off. And I said, that's impossible because if you got your hair cut off, you wouldn't have been able to dye it black. And she wasn't happy about that. But anyway, the point was her haircut, she was bringing that. Like, if she changed, I would have been pissed off.
What the fuck is he talking about?
I have no idea. I guess she wants to get a haircut now since he got a tattoo.
It was going the extra mile with Lucky Boy that pissed her off. And that's upsetting to me.
Can we paint his hair black?
I don't get it.
Well, I mean... What happened is she just...
I don't care anymore. Get away. Just get the fuck away.
Okay.
Seriously, I can only hear so much rambling man. Just fucking play Ramblin' Man anytime that bastard walks into the room. Because that's all we're really going to get out of him. So, Fez thought he had a voice, but we heard enough false accusations to hear that it was just him faking it. Earl had a voice in his head, but you think it's an angel who told you to go to the hospital.
Yeah, it was just this very authoritative voice. Because I would have taken a nap pretty much. Because I was
a nap would have killed you?
Probably. And even the doctor said...
You would have bled out?
Yeah, I was so bled out. And the doctor said, it was like, you're lucky you came when you did.
How did you get to the hospital? Did somebody take you? Or?
Here's the thing. I was so calm. I called a cab. I didn't call an ambulance.
Wow.
I packed a bag. I packed a couple of things. I called a cab.
Your bra and panties, and off you went.
Yeah, I packed like underwear and T-shirts, and then called a cab, which was there in 2 minutes, and I took myself to the hospital.
All because of an angel voice.
And bled all over the inside of the taxi.
Did you?
Oh, I was a mess. It was just, I looked like a horror movie victim.
Here's John. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, this is Fezzy's inner voice. Says, just relax, Fez. You can take another inch. Your asshole won't rip. Just relax, Fez. This will be over soon. See ya!
Impressive, John.
Was that really the voice?
No, that was not the voice. That was John's voice of experience talking.
Listen to you. You're all sassy with
Take that, John.
That's you, John, not me.
Eat that.
Voice sounds nothing like that.
It's British. It sounds like Richard Dawson.
I wish.
Now, Paranoid writes, though, says, I know what Fez mean. I always hear a wrestling announcer or a producer-type person in my head. The wrestling voice is Vince-like, over the top. So his inner voice, it's basically a WWE voice announcing what's going down.
See, that would be great, having an inner voice that isn't your voice.
Wait, Paranoid?
That's what an inner voice is, Fez. That's what these people are talking about.
Paranoid's got to have at least a baker's dozen of voices in his
I'm
head.
sure.
That dude's
I'm sure it just
great
sounds...
music.
Yeah.
Scary, crazy.
I like the attitude. You're taking everybody down a peg today.
I love him. He's a good guy.
Let's take a break. We're right back. Ron and Fez.
Ron Bennington, Fez Watley, The Ron and Fez Show. XM 202.
A little Consumer Reports. A little Entertainment Weekly. A little Playboy Magazine. Not the picture part, the smart part, the interview part. There's naughty pictures, I won't lie. But the best of YouTube, TMZ, TiVo alerts, sports, wrestling, comic books, dog fights and discussions, photographs and photoshops, mock-ups and mockeries of all kinds relating to the Ron and Fez Show. RonFez.net. It does everything from a point of nowhere and nothing from a point of everywhere.
Ron and Fez, XM 202.
Friday. Earl, any plans over the weekend? Any big shows you're saying?
Tonight at the Peppermint Lounge, I'm going to see my friend Jackie play.
I meant something that people would care about. Hey, how come you're not going to that Roger Waters show, Dave? I thought you were the world's biggest Pink Floyd fan.
I didn't hear the question.
How come you aren't going to the Roger Waters show?
It's just a little bit of a haul, and I gotta kind of stay in shape for Notre Dame for Irish football tomorrow.
It's Jones Beach. That's not what I would call a haul.
It's a haul to me, Mr. B.
You live in Queens.
I don't have a car anymore, so how am I supposed to get there?
Okay. All right. Enjoy the game tomorrow, then.
I will. Thank you.
Over the weekend, Fox is going to try to get back into the late-night talk show game. The Spike Feresten show, I think that's how you say his last name.
Spike Jones.
This Feresten, I think. He's going to get a late-night talk show on the Fox network. They're going to debut it on Saturday, and then I guess it picks up on weekdays after that. He is, I guess he's best known, anytime I see anything about this, he was a writer for Letterman, and he was also a writer for the Jerry Seinfeld show, and he's credited with writing the Soup Nazi episode.
Well, then he's ready to run a talk show.
He's got a lot of connections.
You know
him? No, but I saw an article about him in Entertainment Weekly last week where they connected him to Letterman, and they connected him to Conan, they connected him to Jon Stewart, and so he's got good people behind him.
I'll check it out. I'll see.
Ain't nothing else on Saturday night.
Way to rock it, bro. Way to take them all down a peg. I love your attitude. He takes on all ships, this pirate. What else is happening, Fez?
That's Captain Sheepy. A new religious study from Baylor University shows people tend to believe in one of 4 different versions of God. An authoritarian God.
A what?
An authoritarian God.
Try it one more time.
An authoritarian God. A benevolent God. A critical God. Or a distant God. That whatever your picture of God is, if you believe in a God, it tends to fall in one of those 4 categories.
Right.
What about the Vikings? They believe in a lot more than just one God. They've got all the gods.
I think with that, I think they're probably into the authoritarian one, where even though it's a lot of gods, they're pretty vengeful.
They do like to fight.
So the authoritarian one talks about how he's angry with humanity's sins and also engaged in every creature on Earth's life, every second of it.
Isn't that the Christian God?
Yeah, I think most Christians are going to follow that God. Whereas the benevolent God, that's the one where it's God like a father. He's involved in your life, and he does punish, but he also forgives. He's not all wrath of God and fire bolts and stuff like that.
Well, that should be the Christian God.
It's a spanking God, but he says sorry afterwards.
Right.
Where you could be in trouble, but he will forgive you.
Yeah. The critical God, the third one they brought up, is he has a judgmental eye on the world, but he's not going to intervene. He's not going to intervene in people's lives either to punish them or even comfort them.
Well, who would that God be? What religion?
That guy is... Let me see.
God.
That God.
He seems pretty bored. He's just watching everything, not doing anything.
It's more like a neighbor than a God, really.
He's just peeking over the fence.
They said that this is a God that tends to...
Yeah, but what religion is what we're talking about? Like, we're talking about whether it be a Catholic would be one way, a Christian would be another way.
Yeah, it doesn't really mention what religion would follow this.
Well, me and you are here. What I'm trying to say, what religion has a God that there is an all-supreme being who doesn't get involved? I've never heard of that before.
Ron L. Hubbard. He hasn't done anything yet.
That makes sense. Because
I thought that was a whole different deal.
And then the distant God is, followers of this God just see a cosmic force that launched the world and the universe and has just left it spinning on its own from there.
Like a discotheque?
Where it's more of just probably believing like in a force of nature as a God.
All right, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. Big Apple Comic Con this weekend, and we got a gentleman, I guess he's going to be appearing there, Fez, and he sent us all some of his brand new comic book.
Joe Caramagna is coming in. His new comic book is Model Operandi, and he will be at the Big Apple Comic Con starting tomorrow on 7th Avenue at 33rd Street at the Penn Pavilion.
Where do you pick up your comic books at, Sheepy?
I pick up my comic books at this little place called Funny Books in Lake Hiawatha, New Jersey.
Uh-huh.
It's a tiny little place, and a lot of people who go there are fans of the show. And they have a website. You could go to funnyrama.com. That's funnyrama.com.
And they accept you as you are, Sheepy?
They like they love me there.
All right, I don't know how it is. And the comic book, how's it going, Joe?
Pretty good, guys.
Congratulations on your brand new comic book. That's got to be cool for you, right?
Oh, yeah, very cool.
Now, is this the first time you ever had your own comic book?
It is, yeah.
Now, what do you do? What is your job with that? Take us, like, right from the beginning. You get the idea for a comic book.
Right.
And how do you end up getting to the point where you see that comic released?
Well, me and my friend Dennis Budd, who's a co-creator on the book, we went to art school together, and we just kind of came up with the idea while we were there. And first, it really started out as a joke. It was just like us going back and forth, kind of making fun of supermodels and stereotypes and things. And then we started coming up with all these ideas, and after we graduated, I was like, hey, why don't we just come out with this and be serious about it?
Now, you do it independently. It means you got to raise your own money to get out the first printing, or how's that work?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so it's same as a film. Same kind of a thing as getting an independent film out. And then how are you able to sell it? You're going to Comic-Con this weekend, right?
That's right.
And you're looking for what? Distributors or?
No, actually, I self-published it with Dennis, and we were kind of going to small conventions trying to get some kind of publisher to pick it up. And then we met somebody, and he said, hey, I'd like to publish this book for you. And then we ended up doing work for After Hours Press on another book, 7 Days to Fame. And then we kind of revisited it and said, guys, let's put this book out. So we do have a publisher, and it's being distributed by Diamond Comics.
That's just excellent, man. That's very, very cool. Are you familiar with them, Sheepy? I see you give the big...
He sent me a message on MySpace, and he told me to check it out, but I looked for it in my place, and they didn't really have it. Cause...
Sheepy, why don't we do this? Me and you put a comic out.
We could do that.
All right, here's my idea. Tell me if it's because I don't know comics as good as you. So everybody else has them.
Okay.
He's a superhero. You figure like he's like Aquaman, right? Where he can make things do things, right? He's on land. He controls the bugs. He can get bees to attack you, gnats in your mouth. Any kind of bug he controls through his telepathy.
All right. Would he be a superhero then if he's putting gnats in your mouth?
Yeah, it's bad guy's mouth. He's not doing it to children. I mean, you think Aquaman is a superhero, right?
Yeah.
And he'll make shrimp go into a boat propeller.
So what, is he like king of the bugs?
Yeah, he's king of the bugs. King of the bugs.
But Bugman sounds lame, so...
Bugman's a stupid name.
Yeah. Insect.
But then I want his name to be like Joe Buggles. Like, everyone should figure it out. They can't come up with it.
There's something about that Joe Buggles I can't put my finger on.
But the one extra thing, when he does become king of the bugs, he wears smoke pants. And that I'll tell any publisher, I will not.
Product placement.
Yeah, I got to have the product placement out there.
That's almost like a bug bomb on him.
It's a raid fog.
Now, what is the big mainstream comic that you'll read, other than comics we've never heard of?
I read Batman.
Really?
Batman's like the right now I read the Paul Dini Batman, and he like I do the Batman, I do Superman, I get the new Wonder Woman because it started off pretty cool.
Isn't that for girls?
No.
Okay.
Wonder Woman's
not for girls.
I guess she is, but the new Wonder Woman was pretty interesting. What's going on? Because the whole DC world's got after the whole crisis last year, it's all catching up with the 52 weeks of different comics, new comic every week for a whole year.
Joe Caramunga's here. He's going to be at the Big Apple Comic Con going on this weekend in New York City.
Slice.
Yeah. I was wondering about this. Would Batman be as effective a crime fighter if he didn't have the Batman villains to go up against? Like, if he had to go up against Superman, superpowered villains, would they just waste Batman?
Well, what are Superman's most powerful villains? Probably Parasite. And Batman doesn't really have power for Parasite to suck up on, so he'd just use like a batarang or something, knock him down.
He would still drain him.
All right, you guys know this is fake, and the guy could just draw him to have win if he wants to. It won't be all that difficult. You don't have to worry, Fez. It's just ink. Bill, you're on Ron and Fez. Insecticide. Maybe that'll be like the person trying to kill Joe Buggles. Why not just have a superhero who just normally just uses his regular name? Like Clark Kent will just start flying and punching people. Why does he have to fake any shit? Fuck you, I'm Clark Kent. I'll whip your ass for you.
Because he wouldn't have a personal life.
Well, celebrities don't, but they seem to do okay with it.
Well, there'd be no way to...
It's not a personal life anyway. It's a fake life. It's a sick, awful way to live. You're better off being Clark Kent, flying around in your regular clothes.
He'll be wearing the fedora hat, and he'll be flying off them all the time.
Why not just wear the cape all day long, but as Clark Kent?
We'll just call him nuts.
You don't think Superman is kind of nuts?
Nah, Superman's great.
I think it's a sickness when I think there's some kind of self-loathing where Superman can't live as himself, or Clark Kent can't be comfortable enough just to live as Clark Kent.
Well, that's how the Smallville show works out, where he's just all like sad all the time because he can't tell Lana his secret, and she's like, "Tell me your secret, tell your secret," and he just can't. So it's heartache.
Well, even on Smallville, they'll say, "If my enemies found out my secret, they'll kill the people close to me." You're that young. How do you have enemies so fast?
Believe me, I was 15. I had 8 people that wanted to kill me. Steve, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Yeah.
I got a superhero to pitch for you and a sidekick. Captain Cannabis and his sidekick, Zigzag.
Yeah, we all heard of Blunt Man and Chronic. Thanks.
Yeah, everybody does the weed bit. Are those underground type comics over, Joe, out of the thing now? There always used to be the dope smoking comics. Or are they still out there?
No, they're pretty much gone, I think. I think a lot of independent people want to end up going mainstream eventually, so they do a lot of superhero stuff on their own.
Are you going to have your own booth there this weekend? Or
I have my own table, yeah.
Is that kind of cool for you?
I've been there before.
Oh, I see.
Big shot.
No, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, all right.
I don't know. I'd love to have my own table.
I don't
Sitting
have a
there at
table.
my table, yeah. I'd be sitting at my table the whole time.
I think isn't Big Kev going to be there? He's going to have a
Big
table.
Kev is always anywhere.
The New York Comic Con last February, I walked up to him, and I'm like, oh, hey. And he's like, has the WoW stickers and stuff. I didn't have any satellite WoW stickers. And I go to him, I was like, hey, I'm Sheepy from Ron and Fez. You don't remember me? You yelled at me a bunch of years ago. And then he's like, okay, you can have a WoW sticker if you donate. But I didn't have any change on me or any money. And then I was like, can I just have it? And he's like, no, he yanked it out of my hand.
He's a villain.
All right, what did he want you to donate to?
The comic book relief fund.
Yeah.
The legal defense fund?
Yeah, the comic book legal defense fund.
All right, well, we'll get you a WoW sticker
bunch.
before you leave.
Last time I was here, I said.
And I give a shit about the legal defense fund. You don't have to help them at
Big
all.
Kev will be there. I think he's going to be between Tank Girl and the Iron Sheik at the Big Apple Comic Con.
What about Johnny Cakes?
Oh, yeah, you're not going to get in a better spot than that, right in between those two.
Johnny Cakes is there.
Sure he is. Stephanie, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, hey guys, I have an idea for the superhero that can control the bugs. I think his name should be Bugya, but the thing will be that he
Bugya. I hope I didn't bug ya with these fleas.
You did. I got gnats in my mouth.
Here's the thing, he can only control 1 or 2 bugs at a time, so it'd be like one fly that would just fly around someone's head the whole day and bug the hell out of them. But if the bug gets swatted, the superhero will get simultaneously knocked out.
Well, how's that going to stop a bank robbery?
All right, if you ended up getting hit with... You know how many bugs are on this planet?
A dozen?
No.
Maybe 2?
There are like fucking 1 million bugs for every...
Yeah, there's more ants, more weight in ants in all the world than it is the weight of people.
So that'd be perfect. You just send tons of ants.
Just carry a bunch of fire ants in your underwear.
And what if he just yells something like, "Gnats the end of you," and then there's fucking gnats all over you? It could work out. I don't like you just throwing this away, Sheepy.
I'm sending it to R&D as we speak.
Rid? Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, I got a name for you.
Yeah.
Buzzkill.
Buzzkill's not bad at all.
During the day,
yeah.
As Earl Douglas, his alter ego.
All right, peace. Wayne, you're on Ron and Fez.
How you doing, buddies?
Yeah.
Who would you guys rather be, Bruce Wayne or Clark Kent?
Bruce Wayne or Clark Kent? Fez?
I think I'd rather be Clark Kent. Bruce Wayne seems...
he has to fuck. Who wants to be that?
Clark Kent seems to get some happiness out of his life. Bruce Wayne is in a dark place constantly.
Yeah, but with really nice stuff. Where I get the feeling Clark Kent just lives in a shitty apartment.
He does.
Yeah, but wouldn't he have access to all the money that he wanted, though? Because he's...
Ooh.
Superman, Clark Kent.
What's he going to do, steal it?
Yeah, why not?
It's against his moral code.
He does live by a really strict code.
Yeah.
And I hate the fact that everyone acts like truth, justice, the American way. It's a sleazy alien. It's a very fucking scary thing when you think about it.
No, that's Lex Luthor thinking. If you're mad at him for being an alien, he's a good guy. He was raised on American values out in the Midwest.
Yeah, but doesn't he have like 40 lungs? There's got to be something that isn't working there like the rest of us.
I saw a comic book with the Martian Manhunter in it. He's this big green superhero, and he was actually bitching because Superman's so accepted by the planet because he looks like one of them, and since he's green and has red eyes, he'll never fit in here.
Here's Radio Shark. You're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, could Mr. Cowabunga please describe the characters in this comic book? What's interesting about them?
They're actually just supermodels. They don't really have any powers, but they know how to fight, and some of them have very large breasts.
You were a big fan of this, huh, Fez?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It kind of takes place in the world of Paris fashion, so I don't know how familiar Joe was with that to be able to write about it.
Not at all. Nothing. No familiarity whatsoever.
Radio Shark, what are you doing giving a normal call? I'm very thrown off by this.
I'm just interested in the comic book that he's writing.
Why? Would you like to write a comic book?
No.
About a guy who annoys radio hosts with bad impressions?
Yeah, that'd be good.
All right.
Are any of the characters after some other supermodels? Does he have like Paris Hilton in there or
No, it's nobody specific.
Don't want to get sued.
This is very odd.
How much does it cost? How much you charging?
It's a trade paperback. It's 3 issues in one. It's $5.99, full color.
It's a good price.
Thank you, Sheepy.
He just hung up. I think that was his...
The price got him.
Here's our friend Bobo. Hey, Bobo.
Hey, buddies, super buddies.
Hey, super buddy.
I got a name for your superhero.
Yeah.
Nat Man. Nat Man.
You know, I feel like no one's backing me up on this. I thought it was an amazing idea.
I'm with you.
I don't want you. Now I don't want you, Sheepy. I don't like your attitude.
Me and Fez will make our own comic.
Sure. How about this, Sheepy? My character is Sheep Man. He lives at home and sleeps under the dining room table.
That's not many powers.
That's how I used to live. I have a bed. I've had a bed for at least 4 years now.
When did you stop sleeping under the dining room table?
We moved. We moved to another house. I got a bed. I sleep in a bed.
I liked you better when you were under the table.
And dreaming?
Yeah, you were more open to things. You were more appreciative.
He was chasing rabbits under there in his dreams.
866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez.
Sheepy, what's your favorite comic book villain?
Villain? You gotta go Joker. Just Joker's, because he's absolute crazy no matter what. He's just a crazy psychopath, and he's never gonna change, and he's just there.
See, like Superman, is Superman a given more popular than Batman?
I think overall, pretty much.
And yet his villain can't be more popular than Batman's villain.
Well, Superman's number one villain is Lex Luthor, and that's just accepted as up there, but out of, like, greatness is the Joker.
I mean, if you're talking about popular in terms of people knowing,
right?
Everybody knows who Lex Luthor is.
Everybody knows who the Joker is.
True.
Maybe they're on par.
Maybe they are. Maybe we agree to disagree, Sheepy. Here's Mark. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, good afternoon. Hey, I want to ask, who do you think would be or who do you like better, Aquaman, or here's an oldie but goodie, Marine Boy?
Well, it actually didn't start with Marine Boy. What was like the first Aquaman on the other
Prince
side?
Prince Namor.
Yeah, Submariner.
Submariner. And they're talking about doing a film out of that, right?
Yeah, that's going to be a new movie.
Directed by the guy who did Terminator 3, so that's going to be crap.
Yeah. Well, everyone loved Terminator 3.
It's going to be a fire truck scene.
Yeah, Marine Boy's a great one, though.
Well, that was UHF. Yeah. That's as far as you go there.
This is
forget you. Forget you.
I'm in a dead zone.
Yeah, I'm not... were you even an Aquaman fan, Fez?
No. I watched Aquaman when he was on Super Friends, but that was the most exposure to him I ever had. Because I think there's, the Justice League, it's so full of lame heroes that you could just really go wipe the slate on.
Well, they're starting up a new Justice League. Did you check that out? By Brad Metzer. Is that how you say his name? Brad Metzer?
Yeah, no one does.
He did the Identity Crisis story, and now he's doing the new JOA.
Where Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman are rebuilding it.
Yeah, and they're all deciding on who's who. And it's like after the crisis, the current crisis, they wanted to lighten up the world again, but this JOL is starting off kind of adult and dark and pretty cool mystery going on so far.
Here's Zero. Yeah. You're on Ron and Fez.
Sorry.
Yeah, I've got a idea for your
I think look at Earl's laughing his ass off. This whole conversation. You're all but pointing at me, Earl. I'm trying to keep it popping, bro.
Keep a smile on Earl. It's great.
Here's Zero. You're on Manifest.
Hey, I've got an idea for your superhero, Ron. He's controlling bugs. He needs an affliction to keep the characters interested, or to keep people interested in his humanity.
Yeah.
How about Bugsy Melanoma? Dress him up like a gangster. It'd be great.
Thank you very much. I've given up my dream. I've already been slapped down by Sheepy.
But it's
hell with it.
It's still in the larva stage here.
Here's Joe. Joe, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron, I'm just trying to tell you that in Civil War, your character already exists. His name was Humbug.
What?
Now, anybody ever heard this before?
No, I've never heard of Humbug.
The reason he is on is because he has the ant power. That's why they explain why he's on the team.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
You've never even heard of any of these characters?
No, I don't know who this is.
Yeah.
I've heard of the Tick, but he doesn't have any bug powers.
No, he's just some obscure guy that they picked up.
And his name is Humbug.
Humbug.
I think we came up with better nicknames than that. James, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, guys? My idea for your bug character is the pest. Yeah, it's fucking lame, but I'm going across New Mexico in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
He's the pest.
That was pretty awful. The pest.
He's the pest, and he blows out eardrums left and right.
I wish the pest was here. It's not going to work out. Women aren't going to really go asking for the pest. Charlie, you're on Ron and Fez.
I got a slogan for you, Ronnie. Don't hate, exterminate.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it anymore. I've changed my mind. It just seems like it's awful. I can't make it in the rough and tumble world of comic books.
Who did you think was the best supergroup to ever show up in a...
that got to be Supernova. You can't fucking beat those bastards.
I meant like X-Men or the Avengers or Fantastic Four.
I meant it the same way.
Well, I'm a Marvel guy, so I always say X-Men is always the best.
As team? Yeah, I'm going to go with X-Men.
I think you go with even over the Justice League, I think you go with Avengers. You got all the big names in that one.
Yeah.
You got Captain America, the Hulk, Iron Man.
The X-Men's more deep. With their history comes out more deep. When the Avengers is just like kind of all over. They'll just throw right now the new Avengers. They just took every popular character, put them together. And, well, I don't like it. A lot of people like it, but I don't like it.
Sheepy, it sounds like Fezzi's showing his age over here, huh?
Yeah.
I'm not. Although the new Sergeant Fury is black now.
He's the Samuel L. Jackson one in the Ultimate world, the Ultimate Marvel Universe, which I don't like the Ultimate Marvel Universe at all.
So after all this history of this character from World War II and everything else, all of a sudden they've just kind of redesigned the character, and he's an African-American now.
You saying African-Americans didn't fight in World War II, Fez?
No, they did, but it's just kind of a drastic makeover for a character.
The only makeover is skin color. Other than that, it's exactly the same. This is highly unusual. A black man helping? Insane!
Didn't they re-image the Green Lantern as a black guy?
Well, he was actually another Green Lantern.
What about Richard Pryor's superhero that he used to be?
You mean Super Nigger?
Yeah. He was the best. Here's Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, don't forget Dr. Henry Pym, the famous Ant-Man from the Avengers.
Yeah, he got big and he got small. Ooh.
It is scary. You never know what size the guy's going to be. Doug, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, boys, what's going on?
Hey, buddy.
I just wanted to tell Sheepy, this is why he's 22 years old and...
Oh, he's saying you're 22 years old.
And I can't do what?
You're not getting women because you're reading comic books.
Girls like comics?
Name one.
Blair Butler. And none of you guys know who she is. She's on this extended cable network, G4, and she does a comic segment every week.
Oh, I know. I've seen that before.
Yeah, on TV she looks weird.
But in real life she's beautiful and she's your fiancé.
No, I saw her at the New York Comic Con. She looked really cute in person, but now on TV they light her weird and her face looks like it's like all weird. Oh, well.
Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, for your new superhero, how about Lacey McScalp?
You know, no one will forget the Tweety McBeacums thing from the other day. Seems to have legs of its own. Bug legs, that is. Bug legs. Hope I didn't bug ya. Here's a spider.
The Big Apple Comic
Your webcam, don't worry about it.
The Big Apple Comic Con, it's going on this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, at the Penn Plaza Pavilion across the street from Madison Square Garden.
Here's our friend the Kitchen Diva. How you doing, Diva?
I'm doing fine. You guys are really bugging out today, aren't you?
We really are, huh?
Okay, well, how about this one? Off Man, whacking off bugs across the world.
I just like whacking off. That would do it.
Whack Man.
Character Dave can relate to.
Oh!
I don't need that today. I don't need it.
Why are you so jealous? Because we've got a replacement for you?
Yes.
Sheepy?
Yeah, you fucking nailed it.
But I'm telling you right now, look how long Sheepy's been in here. I haven't gotten angry. I haven't any problems with him.
He patted me on the back, called me son.
That's the way I feel about you.
Yeah, well, I used to be like that, but I guess I slipped.
Do you ever remember me saying one good thing to you?
Way back when.
Before he was hired.
February.
Yeah, right. All you got to really do to be hated around here is take a check.
Hooters Sundays, he was great.
Hooters, boy, he's taking you down. He is fucking taking you down.
I love you, Dave.
Who's your team got this weekend, Fez, in football?
The Bucks are going to Atlanta to face the Falcons. I think the Falcons are 6-point favorites.
Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Afternoon, boys.
Hey, buddy.
I was going to bring up, is this comic book anything like an online comic by the name of Teen Girl Squad? Little so-and-so, little cheerleader.
A Homestar joke.
Yeah, a little Homestar joke. Sorry, Sheepy, if that wasn't good enough for you.
No, you can try harder again. It's cool.
I didn't drop him, Sheepy. You are on. I forgot about Team Girl Squad. That's the only time I'll turn Homestar off. I just haven't laughed yet. Ed, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what about bringing in the Asexual Avengers with Fez, Earl, and Ducky over there?
It isn't Ducky, it's Sheepy. Although you are like our Ducky.
Yeah.
Your whole life you live like Ducky, where you're the best girlfriend, and later you end up seeing her with the cute boy in school.
Yeah.
How long has it been since you had a date, Sheepy? Who was president? We going back to the first push?
No. when I was in first grade.
Yeah, he got kissed on the cheek in first grade.
A little. I guess a little thing called the prom. No, I don't.
I hope not.
No, I've hung out with girls. Yeah.
I don't believe you.
No, I'm talking.
I don't believe you.
I'm hanging out with a girl after the show. That's cool.
Oh, what girl?
You don't know her. She's a friend from town.
What town? New York City?
No, my town.
So where are you meeting her at?
At
the clock in Grand Central? I'll meet you there.
That's the top of
the Empire State Building. You just get up there and she sees Sheepy's book bag.
It's a nice messenger bag that I took from the Democrats.
So what's the story right now? Who's this girl?
To somebody.
What's she look like?
She's short, but that's because I'm tall.
What's the ass look like?
It's a good ass.
How far have you been with her yet?
I touched her boob.
Accidentally?
She only has one?
That's plenty.
It was a bumpy butt ride.
One is plenty. With the second one, you're just repeating yourself.
I'm a private dude.
What is it, Sheepy?
I'm not a sly dude. No fuck, right? But
I'm gonna do you a favor. You're meeting her today in the city?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you my perfect date thing. Dave, where's my ether rag? I want you to soak it and put it in plastic and give it to Sheepy. Today's your day.
You're soaking in it.
Why don't you take her to the Big Apple Comic Con tomorrow? Girls love that, you said.
I'm going to the party out in Long Island. Missy and Jeff are having a party.
The big Long Island party. Scott, you're on Ron and Fez.
Scott?
Miss you, buddy. Let's go to BJ. You're on Ron and Fez. What do you say, Beach?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Can we get a one last pad data request?
Yeah.
I want to send out a little shout-out to 202's number one listener, Dr. Steve.
Dr. Steve. Go ahead.
Dr. Steve is number one. Can we get that up there?
Yeah, leave that up there, too, Earl. Dr. Steve sent us a fantastic gift basket today, too.
I love Dr. Steve, too. And
stay away from Dr. Steve.
Oh, no.
I already got him wasting money on Fez. It's driving me crazy.
You're usually sending me some comic books, some very nice ones.
I need new boots. Size 14, hiking boots.
What are the fucking skis?
So thank you, Dr. Steve, for the gift basket.
Here's Dennis. Dennis, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yo, buddies.
Yeah.
Joe.
Yes.
Hey, man, listen, my name is Dennis Calera. I was a former artist on X Factor for Marvel, still drawing some stuff. How you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
Good. Listen, I feel bad that you guys are talking. I love the show, guys. I'm a big fan. Fez, I gave you some of my books. I love the show. But, Joe, talk more about your book. I want to know more about the plot lines. What are the name of your characters? You're going to do any more stuff? Push your book. Let's hear some more about it.
You can find out more about my book tomorrow at the Big Apple Comic Con.
Oh, boy.
Pump it up, dude.
No, if you want to find out more about it, you can go to my MySpace. It's myspace.com/Joe Caramagna, which is probably impossible for everyone to spell, but if you Google...
Not the best place there, is it? For
if you Google model operandi, it's one of the first things that comes up.
Well, it's not easy for people to spell that aren't used to operandi.
You have to be fluent in Latin.
Joe, I know your characters have some of the biggest breasts I've ever seen in a comic book before. You just draw all of them huge.
They make Power Girl look flat.
Well, the co-creator, Dennis Budd, is the penciler on the book, so he has to take full credit for all the breast sizes.
Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Yeah.
Just wanted to comment there. Just two things quickly. First, Ron, I don't think you've ever sounded happier, buddy, having Sheepy in that little room there with you.
It is amazing how, I mean, everybody's heard how grouchy I've been all week. Sheepy
really good radio. Yeah. And
is a fucking rabbit's foot, this kid.
Is that, just curiosity, Sheepy, where did you get that nickname from? And the other thing is, I don't know if it's a comic book hero or not, but if it's portrayed by a black fella, it should be called Black Fly. You all can play the part, right?
Okay, my name is Sheepy because it's short for Sheep Lavar, which is my screen name on ronfez.net, and the ladies started calling me Sheepy because it's like, oh, Sheepy, so that's why I'm Sheepy. And I got the name Sheep Lover from one crazy night with a sheep back in 8th grade, and nicknames stick forever.
The kids at school call you Sheepy or Sheep Lover?
No.
Trying to make up a nickname for yourself?
That's my silly joke.
Yeah, that's working. Things are working for you, my friend. Scott, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy, it's 25789. You forgot America's... Thank you. You forgot America's favorite superhero, Blackie Huge Hands.
Andrew, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
Hey. Why don't we go with the adventures of Captain Febreze and Straight Jacket Girl?
I'll send you to the big-ass prize closet for that one. I dug that in a big, big way. Captain Febreze, the only man who's able to drop black men using just air fresheners.
We'll get you a DVD copy of The Simpsons, the complete 8th season, courtesy of Fox Home Entertainment. The Simpsons 8th season is in stores now.
Here is Adam. Adam, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Go ahead, brother.
I got an idea for a superhero. How about Eastside Dave? And his superpower is talking on the radio. Just forces villains to fall asleep at the wheel.
Eastside Dave is slowly looking at that clock, waiting for it to be the end of the show so he can go sliding down the dinosaur, heading off to the bar, and getting hammered. At this point of his life, he counts off every second to that first drink because he will not drink during the week. On the weekends, he stays blotto.
He basically goes off a diving board into a big tankard of beer. Dave, you ready to start drinking this weekend?
It's pale ale, right?
Oh, absolutely. I can't wait. It's going to be, I'm probably going to go to the Cottage tonight. My favorite little Chinese place.
You go there every fucking Friday.
Well, yeah, it's a great deal.
Every Friday.
You can't beat the free wine. I've looked around. And the food is quite good, Mr. B. So that's where I'll be.
Tommy, can you hear me?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, shit, Dick. What's up with this Batgirl? They're introducing Batgirl into...
I know what he's saying.
He's
talking about the new
up.
Batgirl.
Yeah, what exactly is happening there?
Batgirl is lesbian, whatever. So people made she's going to be a lesbian now, and so they're bringing her back, and she's going to be with one of these other characters that's been around for the past couple of years. It's been an open lesbian in the first place. So it's not like she's the first open lesbian character, and it's not like Batgirl's running around kissing girls. She's got her alter ego right now is going to probably hook up with Renee Montoya, the other character.
Well, it's not Batgirl, it's Batwoman.
Yes,
they brought back the Batwoman character. Yeah. Batgirl's paralyzed. Great. the Joker shot her in the spine.
Fez, plug Joe and where he's going to be, and plug how people can see his comic book.
Joe Caramagna, his comic book, Model Operandi. He's going to have a table at the Big Apple Comic Con that's going on this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, at the Penn Plaza Pavilion, 7th Avenue at 33rd Street, right across the street from Madison Square Garden.
Should be a lot of fun for you this weekend, but you say you're just used to it, huh, Joe?
No, well, they have these Big Apple shows quite often, so.
Who's the big stars that are down there, Fez?
The Tank Girl, Lori Petty.
Oh,
Bug-Eye.
There's something about Bug-Eye Lori Petty that I just can't handle. You never see her anymore.
No, you don't see her at all.
That's why she's doing this.
Ouch.
Plenty of wrestlers down there. You got Bruno Sammartino, Captain Lou Albano, Jimmy Hart, the Wild Samoans, the Iron Sheik, Nikolai Volkov, and King Kong Bundy. And then also from television, you've got Dano from Hawaii Five-0.
Wow, Bookham Dano's there?
Yeah, Bookham Dano. James MacArthur will be there. Batgirl from the Batman TV show, Yvonne Craig will be there.
I heard she's paralyzed. It's awful.
It's a different one.
That's a different Batgirl?
Well, it's the actress isn't paralyzed, just the character is now paralyzed.
Just her career.
Horseshack's going to be there. Horseshack's going to be there.
Ron Perillo?
Yeah.
Nice.
From Welcome Back, Kotter.
But he's just there buying comic books. He's there's a celebrity.
He's just going, I used to know John Travolta, you know that?
Yeah. You think he gets, hey, they're always the guys from the show going, we ought to do a reunion. Yeah, we can't get Travolta. Everybody else is in.
Freddie Boom was just like, come on, just one more.
Gay Vito from The Sopranos is going to be there. David Naughton from American Werewolf in London.
And Fezzy making it. Let's not forget his big TV show and #1 hit song. Adrian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I got to give Sheepy some credit for a line that nobody heard. He said Dave was going to go out and drink some pale ale.
Yeah, I heard it. I didn't laugh, though, but I heard it loud and clear. I'm not a big laugh for Sheepy, but I do give you props.
I just go for that little crack of smile that I see happening.
You're quick, kid. You're going to get a half smile out of me for that. A half smile. Anybody else there, Fez? Were we interrupting?
Oh, the only other person there that I saw on their list that's going to be there, Karen Lynn Gorney from Saturday Night Fever is going to be there.
The kind of girl that he showed up with at the end.
Right.
So just everybody who's worked with Travolta is just going to be there.
Yeah.
Her and Horseshack will be able to compare notes.
He's an asshole to me. What did you think of him?
Oh, almost over?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Sheepy. I want to have you back in another 3-4 months, though.
Oh, Christmas time?
No, when would you like to come back?
A couple weeks.
When are you getting laid off from your job?
That's kind of what happens. They're just going to tell me to leave one day. They didn't.
Well, you're doing yard work, and it doesn't stay green all year.
The New Jersey Botanical Gardens, which, if you ask around, is looking pretty good, apparently.
I've heard.
Now, have any of your friends came to see your gardens?
I only got Melissa to go. I didn't even get my family to go. I'm like, I've been working so hard on this. Every flower I've touched.
And you really do think it looks great?
Everyone keeps saying it's pretty. When I'm there, all I see is the bad stuff.
Right.
Mulch.
And so, my favorite flower, though, is the black-eyed Susan.
Why wouldn't it be?
Well,
State Flower of Maryland.
I think they should rename it to The Didn't Listen.
You had a little joke prepared. You do gardening jokes.
I was waiting for you. Yeah, I have it written down on my...
You sped through it. Give me a chance.
Ask me what's my favorite flower.
What's your favorite flower?
I have this flower called the black-eyed Susan.
But are you happy with that name, or do you wish there was another name?
They should call it The Didn't Listen.
What about the now you'll listen, bitch? Come on. Give it even a little more. Work this piece. Joe, thanks for coming in, buddy.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Best of luck to you, and go pick up his comic.
Model Operandi. You can check that out at the Big Apple Comic Con going on this weekend in New York City.
That's the end of my show. Donk.
Up to the skies. Things like that drive me out of my mind. I watched it for a little while. I love to watch things on TV. Satellite of love. Satellite of love, satellite of satellite of love, satellite of love, satellite of love,
The Ron and Fez Show. XM 202.